grill. Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance. Crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand. Living life like we planned. Let's up and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome, welcome, one and all, to today's live stream. We've got an NFC North showdown today between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Now, some of y'all might be thinking right now, what? Why is Mario wearing a blue tie, a bluish tie? Well, shout out to one of our fans out here at Football Nation, Coach Leonard. Thank you so much. I got a special care package delivered to the door today. Got a package from our good friend, Coach Leonard. He sent me over a couple of cool things. I mentioned a few times that I need a couple holiday ties. He also sent me a Santa Claus tie, so I'll probably be wearing this one here super soon. But that's pretty awesome, man. I feel blessed to be getting gifts like this. This is great. Thank y'all so much, man, for the continued support out there, guys. So just right out front, shout out to Coach Leonard. Thank you so much. He also sent over Dallas Cowboys years of football, 50 years of football here from Sports Illustrated. And I got a handwritten note from Coach Leonard as well. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that so much, man. This is so cool. This is so cool. Shout out to all of the gifts we've received this season, man. We've gotten a lot of really cool gifts this year. A lot of contributions like this, like Jordan W. What's up, Jordan? How are you doing, my friend? Shout out to you, Coach Lenny. I hope you're watching at some point today. If not, or if anyone catches Coach Leonard pop into the chat, make sure to let me know, and I'll give him his proper shout-out. What's going on, Kevin? We got Freimeister in the house. Let's bring up our chat overlay before we get into our pregame today. Let's see who's who in the chat. Our quick roll call. Shout-out to Jordan. Thank you for the super chat. We got Kevin in here. Elia, what's up? Mr. Mario Dixon. Hello. Robert Zamora. Appreciate you, sir. Who else? We got 2 games, says Alvaro. No, just the 1 game for me today. Definitely 2 games today, just the 1 for us. What's up, Kevin? What up, Freimeister? What up, Power Stroke Syndicate? We got Dave in the house. What up, Dave Bonds? I see you. Working. Checked in. John Pierce. Paul. Hello, Paul. Rob. What up, dude? I see you. To Paul and to Rob. What's up, guys? Fist bumps to all of y'all. Let's go Football Nation, says Jay Mullen. Pause and Grow TV. Hello, my friend. What's going on, Mark McKay, Michael Larnino, Neil, Kevin, Old School, Danny, Hugh, DJ, Gene, John, Vaughn, and all of the rest of you guys who have checked in today. I was here, says Doc Holliday. What up, Doc Holliday? All right, guys. So, roll call done. Let's make sure I get the, okay. Need the fan turned on. As you guys can see, I've already broken a sweat. Got a big game coming up right now. My hair is doing something crazy. I lost my hair product, and I haven't been able to find it for the past, week. I just finished a T-bone with potatoes and spinach. Bro, that sounds like the dinner I need. Missed you today during college football, says DJ Gene. Well, I'm glad that you are enjoying the product I'm putting out. Hang on, dude. This is killing me. I feel like it looks like I grabbed an electric fence and my hair's just like. Okay, the dinner of champions. All right, guys. Speaking of champions, one of these 2 teams could be champion of the division with a win here today. If the Chicago Bears get the win, they will be 11-4. If the Packers get the win, they will also be, they would be 10-4-1. The Bears would fall to 10-5, meaning that the Packers would be number 1 in this division, and the Bears would take a huge plunge down the relevance ladder. By the way, looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are up 29-10 over the Washington Commanders, which does eliminate the Dallas Cowboys from playoff contention. Already updated the slides. It breaks my heart to have to do so, but it is what it is. Before we get into the stats for these two teams, why don't we take a quick look at the postseason picture now with this win coming in. With this win coming in for the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll do a quick change here and update this playoff picture. So the Eagles have now clinched a playoff berth here. They are going to end up being number one guaranteed in the division. Big shot up field here for the Washington Commanders. No flag for DPI going to come in right now. Anyways, this is the NFL playoff picture. Broncos, Seahawks, Eagles, and Rams clinched. Eagles will officially clinch at the end of the game, which they are up 19 points in with less than 2 minutes left to go. The rest of the league still got some things to get addressed, especially right here with the Steelers and the Buccaneers. Rightfully, both of these teams are sitting in fourth place in their divisions. Or fourth place in the playoff race, I should say. They're both in first place in their divisions, which is why they are at the top of the table. But there are teams on both sides that have more wins than them. The only reason they are in the postseason right now is because they are winning the division. They always say that the fastest way to make the playoffs is to win your divisional matchups. This is what we're looking at right now. Okay, let's break down some stats. So stats here. Chris Rodriguez just scored a touchdown for the Washington Commanders, by the way. Green Bay Packers, the away team, we'll start with them. So Jordan Love and company, 10th in the NFL when it comes to points per game. That means that they're putting up 24.9 points per game. They're putting up 341 yards per game, 5.7 yards per play. Third down efficiency, guys, there is no better team in the National Football League on third downs at converting third downs than the Green Bay Packers. That is just a cold, hard fact. And red zone efficiency, a top 10 offense. Green Bay is the only, I think they said that the Chicago Bears have won 6 out of the last 7, and the only game that they have dropped was to Green Bay 2 weeks ago at Lambeau Field. This time it will be at Soldier Field. Let's see how the Chicago Bears fare. 2-point conversion actually successful here, and it's an 18-29 game. It's still an 11-point game, but Washington at least fighting right now. These are the numbers for the Green Bay Packers. Let's take a look at the defensive side as well. Unfortunately, this man right here with the number 1 pointing up to the sky is actually going to be pointing out to the field from the sideline since he is out for the rest of this season and probably a good chunk of next season as well. Micah Parsons has gone down. I wonder how that's going to affect this defense. Rashawn Gary going to have his hands full here. He's going to have to pick up some of that slack there. And we'll talk about who fills in for Micah in just a moment. But points per game allowed this season, top 10 team defensively. We look at yards per game and yards per play, top 6 in both of those categories defensively, and yards per game and yards per play allowed. Yards per game, yards per play allowed, top 10 defense right now for the Green Bay Packers. They do struggle a little bit on third downs, and when you get inside the Green Bay Packers red zone, you are more likely to score, or you are probably going to score more often than not, just the statistical fact. Taking a look at the personnel right now. Taking a quick look at the personnel. What do I got pulled up right now? We're going to go to the Green Bay Packers offense. Jordan Love, starting quarterback. Josh Jacobs, starting running back. You'll have Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, and Jaden Reed as your 3 wide receivers today. Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson. Those will be your guys on the actually, it's good to see that they're all available here as well because looks like, I think last game Christian Watson was ruled out for the last one. Matthew Golden also available. Dontavian Wicks also available. Bo Melton also available for today's game. So the Green Bay Packers not only have good wide receiver options, they've got a ton of depth at wide receiver as well. Where they lack a little bit of depth right now is the tight end position. We all know Tucker Kraft got injured, 6 weeks ago? Tucker Kraft has been out for a while. He was on pace to be the number 1 tight end in the NFL. Didn't work out that way for Mr. Kraft. Instead, he's on the injury on IR. Josh Wiley also out for this game, so only 2 tight ends available between Luke Musgrave and John Fitzpatrick. Hopefully they can stay healthy for the Green Bay Packers. The offensive line for Green Bay from left to right, guys. There is 1 absentee on this list, but that'll be down on the other side. So from left tackle to right tackle, Rasheed Walker, left tackle. Left guard, Aaron Banks. At center, Sean Ryan. At right guard, Anthony Belton. And right tackle is normally Zach Tom. Today, it'll be Darian Kennard. So Darian Kennard is going to be the right tackle for today. Let's take a quick look now at the Green Bay Packers defense. Taking a quick look, actually, before we go over to the defense, let's bring up some stats for this team here. Just so y'all know, quick stats, quick stat check, a pulse check on these players. Jordan Love this season, 3,304 passing yards. That is 7th in the NFL. He's got 23 passing touchdowns. That is 6th in the NFL. And he's got just 6 interceptions. Oh, by the way, the man has the highest QBR in the league, ranked number 1 at 73.9 quarterback rating. Josh Jacobs this season, 890 rushing yards. That's good for 15th in the league. He did miss a couple of games with a few injuries, but he does have 13 touchdowns, which is 2nd in the NFL. He is averaging 4.1 yards per carry, so that's not great. That is 31st in the league of all active running backs. But that does also include the one-off carries from the backs that, get one carry and run and ramble and scramble off for, 40, 50 yards? Rambling is me. Let's get locked in here. So, Love, Jacobs, those are going to be the main guys in the engine room. Romeo Doubs leads this team in receiving yards, 578 receiving yards for Romeo Doubs. That does make him number 1 on the team. But don't forget, Tucker Kraft did a lot of work. Man, it sucks that he's gone because Tucker Kraft was sitting at 489 before he went down. He was leading the team in receiving yards and really helping the Green Bay Packers have a really good season so far. Here I am getting my hot tea ready. It's super hot, so yeah, it's still too hot to drink. We're going to let that sit for a minute. All right, guys, those are your top players offensively. Let's take a look at the top players defensively. But let's talk about all the players defensively first. Looking at your left defensive end, Rashawn Gary. So Rashawn Gary going to be your left end. At left tackle, Colby Wooden. Right tackle, Carl Brooks. Right defensive end, Kingsley Enagbre in the absence of Micah Parsons. So big drop down from Micah Parsons to see Kingsley Enagbre on the other side. Weak side linebacker, Edrin Cooper. Middle linebacker, Quay Walker. Strong side linebacker, Isaiah McDuffie. Your 2 corners for today, you'll see Keyshawn Nixon on one side and Kerrigan Valentine on the other. Evan Williams is actually out for today, so we'll see Zane Anderson going to be picking up for Evan Williams and Xavier McKinney as your other safety for this Green Bay team. Statistically, the top players on the defense right now, and it depends on what you consider to be top players, but top tackles this season, that's going to go to Edrin Cooper. Edrin Cooper, the tackle machine, it's almost always a linebacker. Quay Walker, 2nd. Both of these guys over 100 tackles this season. Both of these guys over 100 tackles this season. Looks like Williams is creeping up on that with 92. He might break 100 tackles this season as well. The main sack machine for this team is now gone. Micah Parsons is gone, so Gary is now the highest sacks on the team that is active at the moment. He does have 7.5 bags. Behind him, it's Wyatt, Enagbre, and Walker with 4, 2, and 1.5. Big drop-off because Micah Parsons this season put up 12.5 sacks this season. Looks like this game is over, guys. Big, easy win here for the Philadelphia Eagles. For the first time in 20 years, we have a back-to-back division winner here in the NFC East. So, looks like 11-5 for the Philadelphia Eagles, 4-11 there. Is that right? That doesn't make no sense. That doesn't make any sense, I should say. All right, folks, they are showing the pregame right now as players are on the field getting themselves warmed up. Jordan Love, 4-1 career record as a starter against the Bears. You heard that right, guys. Jordan Love is 4-1 in his record, in his career against the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams, 21 passing touchdowns this season. That's the most by any quarterback since 2018. That's what we're seeing with a new revamped offensive line for the Chicago Bears. So we talked plenty about Green Bay. Let's talk about Chicago now, shall we? The Chicago Bears. They rank 6th in the NFL according to NFL.com. Top 10 in points per game offensively, yards per game, yards per play, third down efficiency, all of those inside the top 10. This team is averaging 369 yards per game. They are averaging about a 44%. They actually have a 44% conversion rate on third downs, which is good for top 5 in the league. Red zone efficiency, it's okay there. They technically are in the top half, sitting at 15th in the league. You can see that there. Okay, guys, defensively, the Chicago Bears, different story for Chicago. Chicago has had some issues on the back end. 24 points per game allowed. Green Bay likely to break that here today. Yards per game allowed, 345. That's 24th in the league. Yards per play, they give up a ton of yards per play. Third down efficiency. This team actually in the top half on third downs. They tend to get off the field on third downs if they can get there. But when you're giving up 6 yards per play, it's first down to second down. Second down, they convert another first down. So, you know what I'm saying? Small sample size, smaller sample size than other teams. Caleb Williams, 1.5 touchdowns, says Johnny Gonzo. Johnny Gonzo saying Caleb Williams, 1.5 tutty. What up, Nguyen? Saying I had to watch other channels today for CFB even though I had 10 times. Even though they had 10 times your subscribers, they're not on your level. Well, Mr. Nguyen, I'm curious. Who'd you watch? Who'd you check out? Who's got 10 times my subscribers that covered college games today? Only a few content creators. Only a few content creators have 10 times my subscribers at this point. With 75,000, they'd have 750,000. That'd be crazy. Chat Sports, those guys, of course. Of course Chat Sports covered it. Yeah, they've got like 500 for sure. Yeah, Chat Sports definitely. I hear you. What up, Andrew? I see you. So true, says Juana Love. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, thanks for checking in. Defense, y'all can see it right here. Let's actually take a look at the personnel. We got about 10 minutes till kickoff here, folks. And seeing as this is going to be a game and the only game tonight for the NFL, they might even get a late kickoff. I would not be surprised. We do have some absentees, multiple absentees today. And that is something that you should have monitored before you made your picks today. If you took Chicago, please know that Rome Odunze and Luther Burden have both been ruled out for today's contest. So today, Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monangai is healthy again, so Kyle Monangai going to be in the backfield as well. Actually, I think he's been good to go for a while. But Williams, Swift, that'll be your engine room for the Chicago Bears. DJ Moore going to get a lot of targets today, and with no Romo Dunze and Luther Burden, that does mean that Ja'Day Walker and Olamide Zaccheaus or Devin Duvernay are likely going to fill in today for the Chicago Bears. Big absences to have to fill right there because Romo Dunze started off hot this season, man. Also, Colston Loveland going to be your starting tight end, and Cole Kmet also going to be an option available for the Chicago Bears. In the absence, again, of Romo Dunze and Luther Burden, I expect both Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet to get plenty of targets in this contest. Offensive line. Oh, see, you know, another thing is that I say that, but this Bears team really likes to run the football. We'll talk about that in a moment. Now, from left to right tackle, there have been a few injuries. One of them being Braxton Jones is now out. So no starting left tackle. We've got Ozzie Trapilo at left tackle. Joe Tooney, Pro Bowler, All-Pro right here. At left guard, Drew Dalman, Jonah Jackson, and Darnell Wright making up the Chicago Bears offensive line. Honestly, this offensive line I really like to protect, not just protect Caleb Williams, but to generate the push that this team has been able to generate. DeAndre Swift had a lot of success this season. Kyle Monangai having a lot of success this season. I like this Bears offense. I would like it better if they had Romo Dunze and Luther Burden in. For that reason, I've actually taken the Green Bay Packers to win this game. 52% of the chat right now, though, leaning towards the Bears. 52% of the chat leaning towards the Bears. I'm okay with you guys taking the Bears. I just feel like they're going to be fighting like Jake Paul and getting that jaw broken today against Pro. That was brutal. I don't know if any of you guys watched that Jake Paul fight, but I saw some of the images from after the fight, and the dude definitely needed to have his jaw wired. Maybe, oof, still too hot. Oof, still too hot. Okay, now I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. This Bears team could come together and rally and get the win today. Maybe they will, man. Hopefully they put on a good show, and honestly, if they win, I'm not upset about it. My wife might be upset about it. I wouldn't be too upset about it personally. Okay, taking a look at the Chicago Bears defense. Montez Sweat, Grady Jarrett, Gervin Dexter Sr., and Austin Booker going to be your starting defensive line. At linebacker today, you'll have weak side Tremaine Edmonds actually filling in instead of Noah Sewell. So Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, and DeMarco Jackson going to be your linebackers for today. Tremaine Edmonds is a step up over Noah Sewell. Nothing against Sewell, but Tremaine Edmonds being back from injury is a huge piece for the Chicago Bears defense. Your two corners from this perspective here on the left side, CB, your corner, left corner number 1, you'll have Jalen Johnson, and right corner number 26, you'll have Nishawn Wright. Your two safeties for today, Kevin Byard and Jaquan Brisker. That'll make up your Chicago Bears 3-4 defense. Now, also, this should be a 4-3 defense. We'll get these cleaned up. This is not a 3-4 defense, guys. Chicago Bears defense is a 4-3 defense. We've got 4-3. We'll get all that cleaned up just so you guys are aware. I don't want there to be any confusion here. Okay. Let's talk about form coming into this game, and then let's talk about, well, the future here. Not much left to go on. So last week, the Chicago Bears got a win over the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks ago in Week 14, we saw this matchup in Lambeau Field. The Bears took the L to the Green Bay Packers. In that game, I actually took Chicago to win the game on the road. I've changed my mind for this one. I don't know why. Again, I think the Bears are still a solid team, and I do think the Bears are going to go into the playoffs. And I even think the Bears might win their first postseason game. But last week against the Browns, they got the win. This week, they've got the Packers. Next week, a matchup against the 49ers. This will be Sunday Night Football. I will be live in Week 17 for Bears versus 49ers. So, Bears fans, I ask you and encourage you guys to come back. And then, of course, Week 18, a divisional matchup. Still time TBD for the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. On the other side, the Green Bay Packers schedule coming into this one. They got the win against the Bears in Week 14, but then in Week 15, the Broncos came out and they beat the Green Bay Packers. I should say the Packers traveled to Denver and got beat on the road. So last week, the Packers took an L, and not only did they lose that game, they lost Micah Parsons in the process. This week, they've got the Chicago Bears. Next week, it will be the Baltimore Ravens. It'll be Ravens at Green Bay. And then in Week 18, Packers at Vikings. This may not still be TBD. I think Santino did give me an updated version of this. I just grabbed an old file because I wanted to show the full page. All right, guys, about maybe 5 minutes here until kickoff. So why don't we do a quick head-to-head comparison between these two quarterbacks? Quick head-to-head comparison between these two quarterbacks. You can see both of them have thrown 6 interceptions. Caleb Williams with more total touchdowns and actually more total yards if you add it all up. Am I right on that? No, I think it's really close, though. I think Jordan Love has 10 more total yards. Someone can math check me. Maybe 12 more total yards. Someone bust out your calculator really quick. I don't know who has more total yards. Honestly, it seems negligible. What isn't negligible here is the completion percentage and the passer rating. This is what scares me about Caleb Williams, because Caleb Williams cannot – you're going to have a tough time if you're getting less than 60% of your passes caught upfield. That's going to be a tough time to win games for any team. And when your quarterback has a passer rating of 88.8, compared to Jordan Love, who's got a 101.9. I'll take Jordan Love over Caleb Williams in this organization, the way that it's set up right now. And that is not to say that next year I'll have the same feelings about it, because I was high on Caleb Williams and very high on Jordan Love this season. I drafted a lot of Jordan Love. I think I got him in 3 out of 5 leagues this year. Caleb Williams, I left out there for someone else to deal with it because I wanted to see more out of the offensive line this year. The offensive line has been pretty impressive, and Caleb Williams has been pretty good, so he will be on my radar for next season, especially if he can clean up these 2 numbers. The completion percentage and the passer rating today would be a good indication to see how this team is performing. Let's do a look at the running backs before we take a look at the defense here. Last time we covered the Bears was 2 weeks ago against the Green Bay Packers. And the numbers for the Bears on the ground are so good that people forget this is the style of football that the Bears play. This team puts up 151 yards on the ground. That Bears defense, when you compare it to Green Bay's numbers, 151 yards on the ground, 31 rushing yards per attempt. They are second in the NFL in both of those categories. Also in yards per attempt, rushing touchdowns per game, and rushing yards percentage, top 10 team in every category. Those Bears can run. The Green Bay Packers, Josh Jacobs on his own is an absolute stud. He's also a touchdown machine, another top 10 team, right? So we can gas up all we want on the Chicago Bears, but 1.2 compared to 1.1 really isn't that big of a difference here. Josh Jacobs, an absolute animal when it comes to the red zone. If he's inside the red zone, he's going to score a touchdown on you. That's almost a guarantee. Chicago Bears, I would take this run game, though. I really, really was impressed with Kyle Monangai this season, and I've really liked the way that DeAndre Swift has carried himself as well. Good job for the Chicago Bears. Defensive comparison. This is where the Packers take the advantage back once again. The Green Bay Packers defense, in my opinion, is the better defense. Of course, the Bears are more of the home run hitters, because if you look at the turnovers forced, the Chicago Bears team is the best team in football at getting the ball back. But even though they get the football back a lot, they give up quite a few yards in the process. So yards allowed per game, 294 yards allowed per game. Rushing yards allowed per game, 100. That's good for top 10. Top 10 defense for the Green Bay Packers when it comes to yards allowed per game, rushing and passing yards allowed per game. But they're not very big at forcing turnovers. And without Micah Parsons, who has 12 of these 33 sacks, I wonder where the sacks will come from today. No Micah Parsons means that this Packers defense, I don't want to say has no teeth, but they have definitely lost some of the PSI on those mandibles. Now, the Chicago Bears, on the other hand, turnovers forced, 30 turnovers as we enter Week 16. So they're averaging more than 2 turnovers per game. And it looks like the Chicago Bears are lining up to kick off right here, right now, folks. So let's get locked into this game. It's time to get funky. Break it down now, y'all. Kickoff this time. What? Kickoff this time. Return. And he's down at about the 32-yard line. Okay, 1st and 10. Actually, they're pushing the scrum out to the 35. The whistles are coming in. Flags coming in. I wonder what those flags are for. Opening play of the game, and we've got a dog pile right now. 14:51. The clock has stopped right here after the opening kickoff. Everybody clap your hands. Okay. Pushing and shoving. We've got a fight on the field for the opening play of the game. It is Chicago. Should be Chicago Bears football, right? What happened here? So we had a kickoff. Oh, it should be Green Bay Packers football. Sorry. They kicked off. The whistles came in. They tried to. He was literally jumped on top. Jackson was riding on top of the pile here. Bo Melton did the kickoff. He might have actually fumbled that, but I think they blew the whistles. After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. On number 48, it's a 15-yard penalty, first down, Green Bay. So a 15-yard penalty against the Chicago Bears, opening play of the game. Already a flag to get things started. 14:51 on the clock. It's a big kickoff return now. That'll move the football out to the Green Bay 47 after the penalty for the unnecessary roughness call against the Chicago Bears. So we've got ourselves a 1st and 10. Welcome to Football Nation, ladies and gentlemen. I see y'all out there. Isaiah, Isaac. We've got J.D. Brown in the house. Reggio, Gary Curry. Unknown to you. What up, homie? We got Living Like Larry saying that was wild. It was pretty crazy looking. Here we go, folks. We've got ourselves a single back formation in motion on the field as Christian Watson goes to the top of the screen. Here is the snap and a handoff to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs to the right-hand side will pick up 2 on 1st and 10. It starts the clock. It's 2nd down and 8. Thank you for the super from Mr. Drago Balboa. What's up, homie? Looks like Lisa Stokes saying be sure to hit that thumbs up. Drago Balboa, what up, dude? How you doing, brother? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a 2nd down coming in. Dr. Checkmate saying Feliz Navidad. Y feliz año nuevo, mi amigo. Bienvenidos a este partido de fútbol americano. We've got ourselves a 2nd down and 8 from the 49-yard line. The Green Bay Packers on their own 49 here, approaching midfield. Shotgun formation, motion. The snap, looking left, will wind up and throw. Catch is made. Looks like this time. Oh, it pops out! Oh, my goodness, it pops out. I think the Bears forced a turnover. Did they blow the whistle here? They blew the whistle before. Oh, we got so lucky on this one. That was Luke Musgrave who made the catch. The football popped out after they blew the whistle. That's the 2nd time. But the only thing that indicates to me is that the Bears are playing for real right now, and they are playing for keeps. The Bears know that they are underdogs at home, and they feel disrespected by it. That play brings up a 3rd down and 1. It's a 7-yard catch for Luke Musgrave. Bears looking to make a stop. Football at the 44-yard line. Single back formation. We are across midfield in Bears territory at the 44. Jordan Love takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. Flushed out to the right-hand side. Will square the hips. Will wind up and throw. It's tipped in the air. A flag on the play. Kevin Byard almost intercepts. Let's find out who this penalty is on. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Flag comes in. So, a lot to unpack here. With 3:14 left to go, this is a 3rd flag already. 2 flags on the play, both by the defense. Holding, declined, personal foul, roughing the passer against the defense. That will count. It'll be an automatic 1st down. So, foul on the Bears. It is roughing the passer. Brutal hit on Jordan Love. Absolutely laid out. Love got crushed on that play by Booker. Man, tough hit. Booker laid one out. That'll go against the Chicago Bears, and that's not exactly what they wanted here. It does bring up an automatic 1st down. It is 1st and 10. Show you all the rest of this field here. I'll get this adjusted. 1st and 10 after the penalty. The football at the 29-yard line. Football at the 29. Here is the snap. There's the handoff to Josh Jacobs, who will pick up 1 yard on the play. It brings up a 2nd down and 9 and takes us to the Chicago 28-yard line. Drago Balboa, dice, hola, mi amigo. See that tone? Set that tone, says beating the odds. It's football they're playing. It sure is, dog food. It sure is. Okay. So good, strong, aggressive football. I got 12 minutes and 45 seconds and a 2nd down and 9 coming up from the Chicago 28. Green Bay Packers with the football. Green Bay Packers in a pistol formation. Jaden Reed to the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap, looking to the left, winding up and throwing, swatted down at the line of scrimmage. Matthew Golden, the intended receiver. Incomplete pass will bring up a 3rd down and 9 and stop the clock with 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The ball stays where it's at the 28-yard line. Chicago 28, 3rd down and 9. Green Bay with the ball. Chicago looking to get off the field here but Green Bay literally the best team in the NFL at converting third downs. 42% success rate this season. So 3rd down and 9. Here's the snap. Jordan Love looks to the right. He'll wind up and throw. The catch is made. Romeo Doubs on the right-hand side. 3rd down and 9. He'll pick up 12 for a Green Bay Packers. First down. First down for Green Bay. Okay. 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers out to the Chicago 16-yard line. This does put us inside of the red zone. First down for the Packers. 12 minutes on the clock. Can the Bears get off the field and give up less than a touchdown? Here we are inside the red zone. All is said and done, but the Packers are not a great red zone offense. Here's a handoff on an end around to Matthew Golden, who will pick up a yard, maybe 2. 2nd down and 9 coming up. The clock continues to tick. So 11:47 left to go. Davis saying, go, Pack, go. Reggio saying, go, Pack, go. Let's go, Gary Bear, says Council. It's turnover time, says Rob. Ola, says Javier. We're inside the red zone, and the Green Bay Packers are standing at the Chicago 15-yard line. It is 2nd down and 10-ish. They're actually closer to the 16 than the 15. Single back formation on 2nd down. The snap. A handoff. Love will hand this off to Josh Jacobs, and Jacobs will take this to the 13-yard line. Modest gain. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. Football at the Chicago 13. The Bears trying to make a stop inside their own red zone. They have been fantastic inside the red zone. Chaka whatever saying, I like you too. Cheers, Chaka. This drive has gone 7 plays, 40 yards, and 4 minutes. Empty backfield for Jordan Love. 2 receivers at the bottom, 3 receivers at the top. Love waits for the snap. He takes it. He looks left. He'll wind up. He'll throw. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. They will bring him down just shy. It's a 4th down and 1. Great job by the Bears defense. But now, do you go for it or no if you are Green Bay? It is 4th and 1 at the Chicago 7, and LaFleur has to make a decision now. All the analytics say to go for it, so Green Bay is lined up for a 4th down conversion. Okay, 4th and 1. Jordan Love today has completed 3 of 4 for just 25 yards. I'll scroll down just a hair here so you can see the pass catchers. Shotgun formation. Looks like a timeout going to be called, and the Green Bay Packers may be having second thoughts. Or they really want to get this play call right. LaFleur calls a timeout. It's the first one of the half. Packers stop the clock. It's a 4th down and 1, ladies and gentlemen. The Green Bay Packers at the Chicago 7-yard line, looking for the first points of the game. If they convert, that's good. If they don't convert, missed opportunity. Go for it, says Larry. Mario, can we get a Bears emoji? I got you, Sparky. I got you, Sparky. Let's get a Bears emoji popped up for you guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. You're watching Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario, and right now the Packers are trying to punch through the defense here of the Chicago Bears inside the red zone. Lined up. 4th down and 1. 9:51. Shotgun formation. Trips to the right. 1 man alone on the left. Jordan Love steps up to the line, calls a quick audible. Maybe this is going to be a dummy snap. Let's see what happens. They might take the delay of game. 4th down and 1, shotgun formation. Looks like Emmanuel Wilson is in. Love does take the snap. He'll wind up and shoot to the end zone. It's incomplete. There are no flags. 4th down conversion unsuccessful. It is Chicago Bears football. First down, Chicago. Let's put up those badges and emojis for you guys then. Let's bring out that Bears emoji. Let's bring out that Bears emoji. I don't think we'll be covering the Rams for the rest of this week. Why not bring out the Chicago Bears? Okay, so a turnover here. We can turn off the red zone music. It is Bears football now, And it's 1st and 10. Bears take over after an incomplete pass. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to refresh your screens right now. You should have those Bears emojis now. You should have those Bears emojis checked in now here if you have, if you're a channel member. What's up, guys? Welcome to Football Nation. I think tonight we can hit our goal. I think we can break 75,000 today. I think we only need 250 more subscribers, so I'm not going to hit it over the head 1,000 times. But just know, guys, this is our chance to get that goal. Those of you who have been with us since before 50,000, thank you, guys. Those of you guys who have been with me since before 25,000, thank you, guys. Those of you who have been with me since before 10,000, thank you, guys. And those of y'all who have been with me since the beginning, before we got our first 1,000 subscribers and y'all watched us get monetized on this channel for the first time, man, that was awesome. I swear I'm not crying, and I know I'm not making – I swear, guys, I'm not crying. There really is something in my eye right now. I swear there is really something in my eye right now. And I might actually have to go pop out my contacts and go grab another one, or maybe put on my glasses for this one, because these contacts are killing me. Santino is the good luck charm to hit the goal, says Preston. For sure is. I swear there is something in my eye. I swear, guys. I promise. I promise. Okay, a lot of games coming up this weekend, guys. You've now seen 2 games today. You're coming into today. You've seen Thursday Night Football, and you've seen the first Saturday game. This means that if you're doing the weekly pick'ems, if you've already submitted your picks and you took, for whatever reason, you were crazy pants and you took the Washington Commanders, you can make your change. If you're like me and you took the LA Rams, they got beaten overtime by the Seattle Seahawks. An amazing win for Seattle. Congratulations to all the Seattle Seahawks fans watching this live stream. Okay, this will be the last game that I give you guys. I'm giving you 3 games this week. You only have to guess the Sunday and the Monday slates now. But the commercial break is over. If you're interested, link in the description, footballnationusa.com. 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line, motion on the field. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to the right-hand side. Looks like Swift gonna keep those legs moving. Moves it from the 7 out to about the 14. It's a 7-yard gain. It's a 2nd down and 3 coming up after that run. Good, strong run to the right-hand side. Opening play right there. Okay. And it looks like the carry was Kyle Monangai. No, it was definitely not Monangai. Monangai is in now. I got a 2nd down and 3. Swift gone. Monangai is in. 2nd down and 3 from the 14-yard line. Motion on the field. Caleb Williams will take the snap out of the pistol. It's a run right up the gut for Kyle Monangai. He'll pick up about 10 yards. Call it a gain of 9. And this will bring up a 1st and 10. Super chat coming in from Andrew. What up, Andrew Whaley? Rock and roll, brother. Appreciate the support, man. Go Bears, saying Tamara. Did you find the emoji tomorrow? Did you see it in there? I don't know. I'm looking for those Bears emojis. I don't know if they popped up or not. If someone can confirm, that would be awesome. Okay, 1st and 10 coming up right now. Football out to the Chicago 24-yard line. Big gain right there. There we go. Gray, I got you, brother. Bears logos are out. Rock and roll. All right. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. Williams looks to the right, looks to the left. Up the middle he goes. Catch made. This time, looks like Walker makes the grab. That's good for a 1st down. Chicago Bears playing a man down right now, 2 men down. Ja'Day Walker makes the grab. That's good for a Chicago Bears 1st down. It moves Chicago to the 39-yard line. 1st down, Bears. 39-yard line after that catch by Ja'Day Walker, who's filling in for Luther Burden today. Single back formation on 1st and 10. Williams takes it. He drops back after faking the handoff. He's on the scramble. Gets to the 40. Gets to the 45. Runs out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. And this is going to bring up a 2nd down. Good strong run this time by Caleb Williams to the right-hand side. That's a 9-yard pickup. It's a 2nd down and 1. So 2nd down and 1. DJ Moore, they're saying he was injured on the play. Oh, wow. Why did he get hit like that? Who ran into DJ Moore and why? No flag on the play. The officials didn't do anything there. DJ Moore got drilled out of nowhere. I wonder He's DJ Moore checking out of the field for now. I think he's actually going to go to the blue tent. So DJ Moore on the sideline. He was hit unnecessarily. He's holding his back right now. I'm hoping he just got winded. That's not good news here for the Chicago Bears. A dirty hit by Green Bay. Hate to say it, man, but that was a dirty hit by Green Bay. 2nd down and 1. I didn't even catch the jersey number either. Shotgun formation. Trips to the right-hand side. Motion on the field by Komet. Here's the snap, and in trouble, has to run. Williams will fire. Catch made. Zacchaeus past the 30, down at the 25, and Olamide Zacchaeus will pick up a big grab. Olamide Zacchaeus, 27 yards. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st down. Moves the football to the Green Bay 25. Zacchaeus, huge grab on 2nd down and 1. Walker got cooked on that play, and Zacchaeus makes the grab with the upfield hand. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. 2 to the bottom, a tight end at the bottom, and a receiver at the top. DJ Moore is the motion man now, so Moore is back in. He gets the catch in the flat. A couple of blocks ahead for him. He gets inside the red zone, down inside the 20, down inside the 15. It is 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. 1st down, Chicago Bears. And the Bears will pick up a 1st down. They are inside the red zone. Maybe Chicago can get this done. No Micah Parsons means plenty of time for Caleb Williams. 6 minutes and 13 seconds here left to go in the 1st quarter. The Chicago Bears inside the red zone. They will line up for this 1st and 10 play at the Green Bay 13-yard line. Single back formation. Motion on the field from DJ Moore. Play clock down to 2, and Williams will hand off to Swift. Swift to the 10. Swift inside the 10. Swift goes down at the 7. This will be a gain of 6. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 4. Football out to the Green Bay 7 after that 6-yard pickup. And Chicago looking good on this drive, man. Caleb Williams hasn't been asked to do a whole lot. 2 passes, 2 receptions, 42 yards for Caleb Williams. But the ground game really chewing through this Packers defense right now. We've got a single back. It is DeAndre Swift. Lined up at the 7-yard line, motion from Zacchaeus. Here's the snap, and Williams will hand this off to Swift. Swift tries to go through the teeth of the defense. He gets chewed up and spit right back out. A gain of 0 brings up a 3rd down and 4. No gain on that run for the Chicago Bears. And maybe Chicago would get the first points of the game for whatever that is worth. It could be a field goal here from Cairo Santos, or it could be a touchdown. But I got a 3rd down and 4 at the Green Bay 7. And then if we do see a 4th down situation, I wonder if Chicago is going to do the same and go for it on 4th down and 1. 3rd down and 4, Chicago Bears, a shotgun formation, trips to the right, it's a handoff to the left, and DeAndre Swift is stopped just a yard short. A huge play by this Packers defense to get the stop, but they will probably need to do it one more time. It's a 4th down and 1 at the Green Bay 4-yard line. Huge play coming up right now. Another 4th down, folks. Another 4th down. Man, these I need to get some more mods, man. We got a lot of these bots coming in right now. 4th down and 1 from the 4-yard line. It's a high snap. It's a bad snap. It was a direct snap to Kyle Monangai. Don't know why they decided to run that. Ben Johnson called a direct snap here to Kyle Monangai. It was a super high snap. Bit of a wildcat situation here. We had, bad snap right there. Oof. And on 4th down and 1, the Bears went for it and had to abort the play, and they lost yardage on it. So 4th down and 1, the Green Bay Packers get a stop. The favor has been returned, and the Green Bay Packers will start this drive on the 22-yard line. Talk about anticlimactic. I was ready to put some points on the board. Okay, guys, well, that is what it is. Let's see. Both teams come up empty on 4th and are, at the goal line. Isn't that crazy, disc golf? Isn't that crazy? Thinking your stuff don't stank, saying Daniel. LOL Wildcat. OMG. Let's see. LMAO, no problem. Go Pack Go, says Raphael. JD Bowen. Ridiculous, says Mad Steve. Bad News Bears. Yeah, what a name. Tree Fart. I like it. I like it. Have you ever done that in a tree? You're missing out, man. Too cute, says Ronnie. Terrible, says Pabby Man. Lost World saying, oh, shoot, I forgot to put my bet in for the Packers, says Lost Words. You got time. Thank you, Jeremy Peters. I appreciate you, my friend. What's up, Andrew? Saying, I'm from the Bay Area in California, 49ers fan. Thank you very much. I saw your super chat earlier, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Andrew. I saw that. Appreciate you guys. ZM, what's up, dude? We got ZM in the house. Jeremy, thanks for checking in, brother. Who else is in the chat? Dog Food saying Football Nation. Thumbs up. It's effing great. That's it. And I need Santos to make 2 field goals, says that boy Rizzle. Do you really, dude? That's tough. That sucks, man, because Cairo Santos should have kicked the field goal there. They just, when will they learn, man? When will they learn? Joe, ask yourself, saying right now, oh, yeah, definitely not clicking on that comment. Don't know what that's about. Let's see. What is up, Anthony? I see you out here. Shout-outs to Unknown to you. What up, Unknown? We can always depend on you for cool, fun, and respectful broadcasts. That's what I'm here to do, Virgil. Appreciate you, Virgil. Mr. Hobson checking in. Christopher Corey saying yippee-ki-yay, die hard with the Chicago Bears. Merry effing Christmas, Hans Grober. Honestly, dude, isn't that weird, Mike? Were you here last night? We had like 3 or 4 different channels literally using my voice. Okay, here's the snap, dropping back, looking left, throwing left. This time it's going to be a dropped pass. That pass intended for Fitzpatrick for the Green Bay Packers. That pass intended for Fitzpatrick of the Green Bay Packers. Tight end John Fitzpatrick. It's incomplete on 1st and 10 from the Green Bay 22. Packers with the football after the 4th down. A terrible snap through the legs of Cole Kmet. Kmet was lined up under center. Super high snap that was intended for Monangai. Pistol formation. 2nd down and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love takes the snap and just keeps this one on the ground. It's a handoff to Josh Jacobs as he is driven back by Grady Jarrett and Gervon Dexter Jr. Not much against those guys. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 here. Whoops. Wrong direction. I got a 3rd down and 6. The football out to the Green Bay 26-yard line here. Green Bay on their own 26-yard line. After the turnover on 4th down by the Chicago Bears, can Green Bay capitalize here? Defense gets off the field without giving up any points. Motion on the field from Jaden Reed to the bottom of the screen. 3rd down and 6 from the right hash on the 26-yard line. Jordan Love takes the snap, looks to the left, looks to the right. The 4-man rush, nothing against him. He will fake the pass a couple times, dives head first, and picks up the 1st down for Green Bay. Jordan Love, 1st down, Green Bay Packers. The Packers pick up 7 yards on 3rd down and 6 as Jordan Love scrambles to the right-hand side. Lisa with a super chat coming in right now. Lisa, I see you out here. Okay, here's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to the left and throw to the left. Romeo Doubs, does he make the grab? The official says yes, it's caught. It's 14 yards and a 1st down, Green Bay. Hands way down here by Romeo Doubs. Way down here. He was down on a knee, or just about down on a knee. Romeo Doubs keeps both feet in bounds. He makes a grab. That's Romeo Doubs' 3rd target and his 3rd catch of the contest. Love when Football Nation is covering the games. Go Pack Go, says Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. Okay, 1st and 10. 46-yard line for Green Bay. They will hand this off to Josh Jacobs. He gets out to the 50. 1st and 10 from the 46 becomes 2nd down and 6 from the 50. Football on the 50-yard line. We are sitting at midfield. This is no man's land. No field goals from here unless your name is Cam Little, which he literally did that, a 68-yard field goal to break the NFL record this season. He also hit a 70-yard field goal in preseason. Anyways, Cam Little not on the field right now. Jordan Love, or today at all. Jordan Love under center, a single back formation. Here's the snap. They hand off to Josh Jacobs. Again, Jacobs up the middle will fight for the first down. And on 2nd and 6, Green Bay will pick up 6. First down, Green Bay Packers. 1:02 left to go here in the first quarter. Time dwindling down. Bears don't want to touch Love. Penalty, says James DeGon. Incoming touchdown, says KSH. Jordan Love is going to be the future, says Johnny Blade. Isaiah says first down. Defense for the Bears, says Mark McKay. Okay, Lions fan here rooting for Green Bay, says Metal Helm. Single back formation. Jordan Love under center with 30 seconds left to go. A little play action here. He fakes it and goes to the left. He'll throw on the move. Christian Watson goes up. He does not get both feet in bounds. They're talking about it. The officials say no good. Pass incomplete. Third down. What am I talking about? That was 1st and 10. 2nd down and 10. Ooh. Does he get both feet down? Does he get both feet down? Nope, just the one. So close. So close. He tried. Good effort. My clock wound down. My apologies. I got 24 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10. 7 plays in. They've moved 35 yards. Here's the snap. This time from the 43-yard line in Bears territory. Romeo Doubs makes the catch, and Romeo Doubs takes it from the 43 to the 23. That's a 20-yard catch for Romeo Doubs on 2nd down and 10. That's good for a first down, Green Bay. And this will take us to the end of the quarter. This will take us to the end of the quarter. So, we'll reset the clock. We'll go to quarter number 2. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 when we get back. Neither team has scored. So 15 minutes in. 15 minutes in and nothing here, huh? Okay. All right. FBJ, Packers could miss the playoffs. With a loss, you're saying, Dank, but that's possible. Here's a quick look, guys, in case you are interested or curious. Quick look at the postseason picture. The Packers are technically on the cusp right now. They're sitting at 9-4. If they drop to 9-5, there are teams on the outside looking to get in. The Detroit Lions are sitting at 8-6. The Panthers are 7-7. So even with a loss today, the Packers having a tie and one less loss does protect them from falling out of the playoff race. So Green Bay could still technically lose this game. They would be 9-5, and even if the Lions got the win, they would be 9-6. The Lions need the Packers to lose 2. If you're a Lions fan, you want the Green Bay Packers to lose not 1 but 2 games so that you can get into the postseason, because right now that tie is saving Green Bay against my Dallas Cowboys. The Packers staying alive because of it. So, Seattle Seahawks have clinched the playoff berth. The Eagles got their win today. They clinched a playoff berth with that win. The Rams have clinched a playoff berth. The Bears sitting at number 2. If the Packers win, also a big change here, right? Let's say that the Packers do win this game instead of losing. Packers are then sitting at 10-4-1. Same concept applies here. If the Packers get the win, the Bears would then be 10-5. The Packers would be 10-4-1. That moves them all the way up to number 2, and the Bears would fall all the way down to number 7. And then you've got a problem, because with 2 wins, you would also need, at that point, you would need the Bears to lose out. They would need to lose this game and next week and the week after that. So, yeah, Lions need a little bit of help. The Lions' best case scenario is if Green Bay loses the next 2 games or one of their next 2 games, including this one. We'll see what happens. In the AFC, the picture is still pretty open here, man. We could see these guys fighting for positioning right now, and that depends on whether or not you want to play the Bills or the Patriots. The Bills or the Texans. We'll see how these teams perform. The Steelers are really the big question mark remaining in the AFC, and the Buccaneers got huge game coming up tomorrow against the Panthers. Let's get back to this game, folks. Green Bay has the football. They're lined up in Bears territory from the Bears 23-yard line. Jordan Love will throw to the left-hand side. Catch will be made, and this time Josh Jacobs takes that one out for 8 yards. This will bring up a third down here. Did I miss something? Okay, I guess I did miss something because my TV screen says 2nd down and 2 as we start this quarter. I guess I did miss something. My apologies. 2nd down and 2 on my TV screen. Let's go with that. Shotgun formation. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Motion on the field. Here's the snap and a handoff. Up the middle they go. Josh Jacobs gets out past the 15, out past the 10. That's good for a first down inside the 9. Down to the 9-yard line. It brings up a first down. It is 1st and goal now. 1st and goal coming up for the Green Bay Packers. This is their 2nd drive and their 2nd trip to the red zone. Their 2nd trip inside the 10-yard line. And we got a 1st and goal. Shotgun formation. Trips to the right-hand side from the left hash. Jordan Love takes the snap, looks to his man on the left-hand side. Catch is made by Josh Jacobs. He gets from the 9 to the 5. It brings up a 2nd down and goal. Smash that like button, says unknown to you. You heard the man. You heard the man. Got to give the obligatory. It's not obligatory. All right, guys. It's 2nd and goal. Green Bay at the 5-yard line. Chicago on their heels right now. But this defense is solid inside their own 20s. Shotgun formation. Motion from Luke Musgrave. He lines up in the slot here. Motion again from Emmanuel Wilson. A look to him. He throws it. He bobbles it. Oh, my goodness. Tip drill. Lucky it wasn't intercepted. That could have gone all the way on a pick 6 had it been picked off. 3rd down and goal coming up here. The football stays at the Chicago 5-yard line. Bro, that easily could have been a pick 6. Looks like the defense lost track of it. Montez Sweat saw that ball go up. Montez Sweat could have picked it off. He got very unfortunate to not get it. Mario with the big word, says Caveman. The obligatory vocabulary. The vernacular. Spectacular. 3rd down and goal. Ooh. The officials say that was a backwards pass. So the officials, they said it was a backwards pass, and it did go out of bounds here. So it's going to back them up 3 yards because that's where the football went out of bounds. Jordan Love threw a backwards pass. That was technically a fumble. Emmanuel Wilson got the target, and the football did go out of bounds. So I guess they're doing this because of what we saw in that game against the Rams, but good job by the side judge. Okay, 3rd and goal from the Chicago 8-yard line. Shotgun formation. Love takes the snap on 3rd and goal from the 8. He shoots to the end zone. It's broken up. Well done by Tremaine Edmonds to break up that pass. It brings up a 4th down and 10 with 12:49 here left to go. Green Bay Packers going to line up for a field goal now. It's going to be a 26-yarder for Brandon McManus. So from the right hash, Brandon McManus will line this thing up. 4th down and goal. He's 19 of 25 this season. He's got a long of 56. Here comes a 26-yard field goal attempt for the green and gold. From the right hash, the snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, it's perfect, and we finally get points on the board. The Green Bay Packers put 3 up, and finally some scoring in this game. Happy Saturday, we got points. Happy Saturday, we got points. Okay, You want the red zone? You can't handle the red zone, says Chris. Let's go, Chris. I see you, brother. Okay, I do have a trivia quiz coming up at halftime, guys. Do have a trivia quiz coming up at halftime. Chip shot. Say that holding your tongue. I don't think so. Not going to have much luck with that. What's good, Thomas? I see you, Mr. Thomas Bush. Backwards pass. Is that like scoring your own net? Kind of. Pause and grow TV. So I'll explain it using graphics. Okay. Right now, these two guys are on a parallel line. Jordan Love, if he throws a pass from behind the line of scrimmage, and let's say he passes it forward, anything, if he's standing on this 10-yard line that goes forward from the 10-yard line, let's say Josh Jacobs is out in the flat and standing at the 10-yard line or at the 11-yard line or the 12-yard line, that's still technically a forward pass even though it is behind the line of scrimmage. It's still a forward pass. However, what we saw here is if Jordan Love is on the 10-yard line and Josh Jacobs is on the 9-yard line, this backwards pass means that if this player does not catch the football, it is technically a fumble. So because the pass is backwards, it's the same thing as taking the football and throwing a backwards lateral. It's a live football. The ball is only dead if it's passed forward. The ball is only dead if it's passed forward and hits the ground. But if it's passed backwards and hits the ground, it is a live football. So the other team can recover that, or if it goes out of bounds, you would lose the yardage on that play. I hope that's an easy explanation there. Tommy, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for checking in. Merry Christmas, he says. $10 super chat from our boy Tommy. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate you, Tommy. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't understand the lingo there, I hope that explains what we just saw or what just happened on the field. Okay, commercial break is now over. The Green Bay Packers just scored a field goal. We are going to see a kickoff now, and the Chicago Bears going to take it now. Okay. I wonder if we have a couple folks out there who never played football, but they just really like the commentary or the community. I'm sure there may be a couple of folks out there. There may be a couple of folks out there who are benefiting from some of the little coachings that we're giving out here. Looks like the football is going to fall off the tee this time. Thanks, Bubba Jax. Tamara saying, I never played. Dank Bud saying, I played quarterback. There you go. So Dank Bud definitely knew that rule. I got you guys. I got you. I got you very much. So a couple of times here, the football has fallen off the tee. It is very windy at Soldier Field. So they are bringing on a 12th man, another interesting rule in football. If there is wind on the field, you can bring a 12th man out for a kickoff, which is what we're seeing right now. His only job and the only thing he can do is sit there and hold the football. He has to immediately get up and run off the field after the kickoff. Here's the kickoff, and we get a return out to the 20, the 25, the 30, down at the 36-yard line. Good return here for the Chicago Bears. We'll start this drive at the 36. It is 1st and 10. Yeah, so the 12th man who comes in to hold the football on the tee, that 12th man is not allowed to play defense. He has to immediately come off the field. Okay. What's up, lady? I see you. They're showing a couple of replays here. Looks like there is an injury on the field, folks. 12 minutes and 39 seconds left to go, and it looks like Mosby has been injured for the Green Bay Packers. Here is that injury update. Thank you, my friend Brandon, saying the dude abides. The dude abides. What up, Brandon? Let's see. Thoughts on Matthew Golden this year? I feel like he hasn't gotten a whole lot of looks. I haven't been looking into the stats, but the games I seem to see have Watson and Dobbs as the go-to. Okay, I'll answer this question since we are in the middle of a commercial break. So, commercial break, 12:39 left to go, folks. Don't go anywhere. Quick question came in right now about my thoughts on Matthew Golden. At the start of the season, I was like, dude, the guy out of Texas, he did so well with Quinn Ewers, Matthew Golden, take him. He's going to be a stud. I was wrong. That's not to say that he's not a good player, but you are right. He has not had too many looks this season, and it does look like Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, and Christian Watson are all ahead of him on the depth chart. If you actually go to ESPN.com, they technically have him listed as like the wide receiver 5 on the team. So Matthew Golden started off all hype. We'll see if he ends up being good next year. You never know, right? Because this is one of those situations where you draft a rookie, you've got him there, you're going to let the other guys who might be in contract years get their play, and they need to show up, right? They want to get another contract, but I honestly don't know what the contract situations look like for Christian Watson or Romeo Doubs, or what the contract situation is for Jaden Reed. But I know that all three of them are ahead on the depth chart. Matthew Golden still on a rookie contract. He's going to get a couple of years stuck there, so we'll see what happens. Mario, join my league next year, says B-Bowls. Dude, I can't. I'm maxed out, bro. I did 5 fantasy leagues this year. I made the playoffs in 4 of them, and I was sweating the entire time because I'm doing this, and I'm trying to keep up with the fantasy leagues. 5 leagues, way too much. When you're running a YouTube channel, I'll leave it at that. What's up? I see you guys. Okay, commercial break is over. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. It's a handoff to Kyle Monangai on 1st and 10. He will pick up 6. It brings up a 2nd down and 4. We start the clock once again. So 2nd down and 4, football at the Chicago 43. Chicago with the ball as they approach midfield. Plus a family man, David. That is correct, which is why I could not cover the earlier games today. Christina is now home with baby downstairs, and so I'm able to do this. I would have loved to have covered more football today, guys, but responsibilities come first. All right. This time a pistol formation with 12 minutes left to go. Motion on the field from Cole Kmet. A little drop back here, and Williams going to wind up, checks it down underneath. Kyle Monangai on 2nd and 5 will pick up 4. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 now. So 3rd down situation, the Chicago Bears get the football out to the Chicago 46. They need 1 more yard to move the chains. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 46-yard line. Did I say 3rd and 10? 3rd down and 1 at the Chicago Bears 46-yard line. Single back formation, motion from Cole Kmet again. He's just the eye candy here. Here's a snap and a handoff. Monangai steps on the gas, tears through the defense, and gets from the Chicago 46 to the Green Bay 47. 3rd down and 1. Kyle Monangai rips a 7-yard run right through that Packers defense, and he will pick up a Chicago Bears 1st down. 1st down, Chicago. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. An offset I formation for Caleb Williams. Olamide Zaccheaus is the motion man. The blitz coming in. Caleb Williams will throw on the run. It's incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Caleb Williams under pressure. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Stops the clock with 10:42. Another penalty. Before the quarterback threw the ball, holding on the defense. They said number 24, folks. That's Kerrigan Valentine, and he is going to commit the hold. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and this is going to bring up an automatic Chicago Bears 1st down. It was 2nd down and 10. It'll be a 1st down and 10 now. So 1st down, Chicago Bears. That moves them from the 47 to the 42. DJ Moore goes to the top of the screen. It's a little play action. Williams will wind up and throw. Oh, Keyshawn Nixon should have focused on the football and not the player. He easily could have picked that thing off. Keyshawn Nixon unable to make a big defensive play. Caleb Williams under duress on 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Had to get rid of it quickly. Incomplete pass. Brings up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10 at the Green Bay 42-yard line. Motion. Zaccheaus is the motion man. Monangai gets the carry. He takes this to the 40-yard line. It's a 2-yard pickup. It does bring up a 3rd down and 8. Antonio, thank you for subscribing. Do we have Bears fans out here? I appreciate you Bears fans hanging out with us. I appreciate you Bears fans hanging out with us. Bear down, brother. Let's go. 3rd down and 8. 10 minutes and 15 seconds left to go on this 3rd down. Crucial play here. Trips to the left, one man to the right. From the 41-yard line, a flinch on the right tackle. No! And this is going to be a false start on the offense. False start. Offense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 becomes 3rd down and 13. It packs the Chicago Bears up to the Green Bay 45. They were at the 40-yard line. They get backed up to the 45. It is 3rd down and 13. 3rd down and 13. Here's the snap out of the empty backfield, and Williams against the 4-man rush feels the pressure here. They are chasing him down. He's going to wind up and throw on the run. But as Caleb Williams does, he throws that thing away, and it brings up a 4th down and 13. So Cairo Santos would then be asked to kick what? A monster? Nah, I think they're going to punt here. It makes sense for them to punt here. It's a 4th down and 13. Cairo Santos from the 45-yard line. That would be, what, 63 yards? I don't know. I don't know if he's got that leg. Not in this kind of wind. Not with the football being blown off the tee right now. That's too much. The weather playing a factor here. So Taylor will punt. This one is a seemingly really good punt. Wow, it goes out. He pinned him inside the 5, dude. He pinned him inside the 5. A beautiful punt as that goes out just shy of the pylon. Punts don't get much better than that. That is a beautiful play. The Bears do end up getting off the field offensively. The Packers make a good stop, but a great punt by Taylor. And we end up with the 1st and 10 at the 2-yard line. Great punt, says Kurt. Stuffed, says DJ Gene. Chris saying, duh, Bears. I'm in Michigan, and we've had some crazy windy storms the last few days. I can imagine that it's cold out there, says David. What up, David Ellis? I see you out here. Okay, guys, you know what? He says he's in Michigan. Where are you guys watching from? Johnny Blade saying, small field on the screen helps us see in real time. I got you, Johnny. I got you, brother. Where are you watching from? Popping it into the chat right now. Here's a couple that came in quickly. Whoops. Maximize the wrong thing here. Let's pop this up. Okay. Shout out to you guys. Can you please shout out your boyfriend Brazy in Auburn, New York? What up, Brazy? I see you. Let's see. We don't need Bears. Put in Badgent. Okay. All right. We got a man in Chicago. We got Tracy in Chicago. What up, Tracy? We got Gator, Mr. Gator in Florida. Daryl out in Mississippi. We've got Fry in Pennsylvania. We've got New Jersey in the house. Michigan in the house. Colorado. Lenore City, Tennessee. Looks like, is that Indiana? I don't know my states, I guess. Michigan, what up, TM Martin? I see you. I got, looks like Pocono, Pennsylvania. Montreal, Quebec. Let's go Packers, says JG. South Bay, Carolina, or California, my bad. We got Denmark in Denmark. Victor, what's up, dude? All the way across the ocean in Denmark? Right now in Chicago, says Tracy. Who else is in the chat? Wow, you guys came in hot with this one once again. I love putting up this question and seeing the chat go ham slam bananas, guys. Thank y'all so much. Sioux Falls, South Dakota in the house. Dank Bud saying Seattle. What up, Moto Bing in North Carolina? We got Irvine Lawrence in Barbados. Indiana in the house. North Kakalaki. Never heard of North Kakalaki. Oh, cool as a fan. I don't know why. I've heard of North Kakalaki only because of you. Carolina, Missouri, Arizona, California, Colorado Springs. All right, guys. That was fun. Commercial break is now over. I appreciate you guys burning a little bit of time with me during that commercial break. Let's get back to the action, shall we? Thanks, LaShawn, for checking in. All right, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. We've got quads to the right-hand side, actually, but it's a handoff to Emmanuel Wilson on 1st and 10, and it looks like they moved the football from the 2-yard line to the 5. Why they did that, I don't know. It looked like a great punt down at the 2-yard line, but they moved it up a few yards here. So, 5-yard pickup here for Wilson on the right-hand side. It does bring up a 2nd down and 5. Starts the clock once again. 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line. The Green Bay Packers line up 2 receivers at the bottom, 3 receivers at the top. We got 5 wide here. Love takes it, looks left, throws left. Catch is made by Christian Watson. And on 2nd down and 5, a gain of 7. You do the math. 1st down, Green Bay Packers. Moves the football from the 10 to the 17-yard line. So Green Bay now at the 17. Bro is worldwide out here. Yeah, man, we are all over the planet, which is awesome, guys. We are all over the planet. Thank you guys for watching this from wherever you are watching. Christian Watson on 1st and 10 goes to the top of the screen. Jordan Love hands to the helmets. Everyone on the line hands to the helmets. Here's the snap, a little play action. The blitz coming in. Love gets drilled. There's a flag on the play. Huge hit delivered. Gotta be a hold on 71 if I had to guess. But dang, did Jordan Love get crushed. He got pancaked. And there's a flag on the play. I wonder if it's going to be roughing the passer. Jordan Love still down. Jordan Love still down. 8:15 left to go. That was helmet to helmet. Oh, man. Jordan Love injured on this one. The flag was for roughing the passer. And Jordan Love is down. He took a big hit. He got dropped. That's a dirty hit. His eyes still closed right there. I don't know how bad he got rocked. LaFleur coming onto the field. So this is going to be a roughing the passer call here, guys. Packers are going to have the football still, but uh-oh. So, dirty hit delivered back, I guess, in return here, guys. Here is the commentary of what happened. Jordan Love was injured on the play. It's a penalty on Booker, roughing the passer, 15 yards, enforced at the Green Bay 17-yard line. So add 15 yards to that. They'll get the football. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 32, but I think that's the least of Packers fans' concerns right now. All they do is watch his sides because he throws balls to the sides. I see what you're saying, Lonzo. Denmark makes good cookies. Get a medic. Dog food saying what? Freimeister, oof. Get that boy some milk. I see y'all out here. Another day, another stream. Sorry about your Cowboys. That's okay, Traveling Pony. It happens. Playback for 1986. Says 1, 2, 3, 4. What up, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. Let's see. Furball from Chicago. Shout out to your friend Furball from Chicago. Shout out to those. Concussion Protocol says cool as a fan. Okay, I'm going to take a quick look right now. Jordan Love is down after Austin Booker's hit. Malik Willis is in at quarterback for Green Bay. Oh, no. So, update saying that Malik Willis will be coming in for quarterback for Green Bay. Jordan Love is down 45 seconds. 22 minutes and 45 seconds into this 60-minute game. Jordan Love goes down. He's going to the blue tent, it says. It's pretty obvious. Helmet to helmet, says Kevin. Concussion protocol for sure. Malik Willis is now under center. Let's see if Jordan Love is going to be protected from himself or not. He is jogging to the blue tent. Looks like Rachel Blue saying, any advice for trying to follow the NFL? Just keep watching, Rachel. That's it. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. If you really want to follow the NFL, play fantasy football. That's my best advice. If you want to learn more about the game, watch games and play fantasy football. Okay, guys, it is a 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Malik Willis is in at quarterback for Green Bay after that hit. Shotgun formation, 32-yard line. The snap, the handoff to the left-hand side. It looks like a 3-yard gain right here. This will take him out to the 35. It's a 2nd down and 7 with 7:50 left to go. Suspension needed for Bears dirty hit, says David. Possible. Now first Mariota, now Love, says Brooks. Those helmet-to-helmet hits, man. So my TV screen says 2nd down and 6. I'm going to step away from the chat here, folks. If Jordan Love comes back into this game, they should still be okay. Willis in the shotgun. Emmanuel Wilson, the running back, in motion from Jaden Reed. The snap, the handoff to Wilson. Wilson up the gut will gain about 5 on 2nd and 6. It's a 3rd down and 1 with 7:11 left to go. 7:11. Jordan Love, helmet off. Jordan Love probably not going to pass concussion protocol. Jordan Love. The C word. Jordan Love, the C word. Concussion. Everybody remember that episode of Blue Mountain State where Thad has like a nasty concussion? Don't tell anybody I've got the C word. What? What do you mean? 3rd down and 1. 41-yard line. The Green Bay Packers on 3rd and 1 will hand this off to Josh Jacobs. Not going to get enough. It'll bring up a 4th down and 1 with 6:25 here left to go. Josh Jacobs also a little slow to get up. The Bears defense playing hard. Dank Bud with a super chat coming in right now. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Dank. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much, Dank Bud. Appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you and your family, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you. 6 minutes left to go. It's a 4th down and 1. The Packers are lined up to go for it on their own 42-yard line, on their own 41-yard line. Timeout going to be called right now. So timeout going to be called. It's the 2nd timeout of the half. It stops the clock with 5:52. And the smart thing for Green Bay to do with no Jordan Love is to punt. Let's be real. The smart thing to do without Jordan Love is to punt the football. Go, Pack, go, says Shuley Davis. What up, Schuler? Schuler. Are you going to Cancun with the Cowboys next month? They're out of the playoffs. No, sir. Plenty of football left to be covered here. Plenty of football left to be covered. Okay. So, 4th down and 1. Waiting for the snap. The Chicago Bears, looks like they are going to line up here. Malik Willis with a man standing to his left in a shotgun formation. They do take the snap. They do go for it, and Willis is on the run. Willis to the 45. Willis to the 50. Willis across midfield, down at the 46-yard line in Chicago Bears territory. It's a quarterback keep, and it's a 1st down, Green Bay. Sneaky, sneaky, LaFleur. Sneaky, sneaky. And way to trust your backup quarterback on 4th down. Huge play, huge conversion. That could have changed the entire tide of this game had Chicago been able to get the stop there. Way to trust your team. The Green Bay Packers got a job to do with or without Jordan Love, and Willis starting to feel a little bit better here. He is under center. It's a single back formation. The 4-man rush coming in. Willis is on the run. He scrambles again. This time past the 40, inside the 40, down at the 39. It's going to bring up a 2nd down, but a 7-yard scramble brings up a 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3. Bears defense got to find an answer for this. The football at the Chicago 39 after that scramble. Where's the red carpet, says Keith. San Antonio, New York in the house. There's a San Antonio, New York? I did not know that. All right, motion on the field. Waiting for the snap. It looks like Bo Melton goes to the top of the screen. It's going to be a toss to Wilson again. And Emmanuel Wilson getting a good workload here. Josh Jacobs was dealing with a knee injury, and it looks like he's being held out of this game right now as well. 4:20 left to go. Brisker gets the tackle here. Oh, yeah, by the way, that is going to be a 1st down, Green Bay. 1st down as Wilson gets that football out to the 33-yard line. It is 1st and 10. It is 1st and 10, and it looks like Brooks is now in on this play. So Brooks is the running back in on this play. Under center, Malik Willis waits for it. Motion from Matthew Golden. It's a snap and a handoff to Brooks. Brooks up the middle he goes. Takes this one past the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain from the 33 down to the 29. Second down and 6. Second down and 6. Count the time, says Dog Food. 3 minutes and 30 seconds here left to go in the first half of this game as we approach the 2-minute warning. By the way, since Jordan Love got hurt, Malik Willis has not thrown a single pass. We're going to see his first pass come in right now. It will be a completion for 6 yards. It's going to convert a first down. But let's call it as we see it. Melton on the move to the bottom of the screen. Willis takes the snap out of the shotgun. He looks that way. Catch is made. It's actually Dontavian Wicks, not Melton. That's Dontavian Wicks who makes the grab. So Wicks makes the grab. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's a first down. It's 1st and 10. Jordan with a $2 super chat. What'd you say out here, Jordan? Playing against Love in fantasy. I hope he comes back. Well, if you're playing against Love in fantasy, you probably hope he doesn't come back unless you started him in fantasy, in which case, ouch. In which case, ouch. Either way, first down, Green Bay Packers, 23-yard line, single back formation, and we've got motion again from Wicks. It's a toss backwards. They're doing a great job with Emmanuel Wilson. Wilson going to pick up another 4 yards, keeping this team on schedule here. Danger, hot metal, it says. They're zoomed in on those heaters on the sideline for Green Bay. First timeout going to be taken right now, guys, by the Chicago Bears. So the Bears have called a timeout with 2 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. Bears called a timeout. Bears will get the football to start the second half, but they want a chance to possess in the first half one more time. Very low-scoring game, guys. The score is 3-0. And I don't expect Green Bay to score much more with Malik Willis out there, I'll be honest. Laundry getting done, back to football. It's one of my favorite things about laundry. Unknown to you saying, all you need is love, love. Love is all you need. Motion on the field from Jaden Reed. Malik Willis in. They keep it on the ground again. Right-hand side. They're going to keep running it. This gets inside the 20, inside the 10, and down at the 5. It's 1st and goal. 2nd down and 6 pushed out of bounds. Brings up a 1st and goal for the Green Bay Packers at the 5-yard line. 1 pass for Malik Willis. 9 running plays on the ground in the absence of Jordan Love. All of this has been rush, 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 rush. Look at the Green Bay Packers rushing numbers right now. Let's scroll up just a hair. 96 rushing yards. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this does take us to the 2-minute warning. Looks like Jordan Love is in the concussion protocol. Ground game serving and doing its job right now by the Green Bay Packers. We go to the 2-minute warning. 1 timeout remaining for Green Bay. 2 timeouts remaining for Chicago. I love a defensive slugfest, says Smoke Burp. I would love a high-scoring Malik Willis impressive game, says Wesley. Wouldn't we all? Where is Josh? Josh Jacobs has been dealing with a knee injury. Josh Jacobs has been dealing with a knee injury, dude, so he's actually out. Joe Burrow to the Las Vegas Raiders for 3 first-round picks. Wait a minute, David. You already said it, dude. It's out in the atmosphere here. I know you said pucks, but picks. Is this true or is this rumor? Someone please confirm the rumor here. Rumor coming in from David. Let's see. What you talking about, Willis? The Bears are not winning, says Shadow Fox. Let me be your official DJ, DJ Nino. I don't know that we need an official DJ. I like it, dude. It's not about the music on the channel. The music does add a little variety, but the music comes second to the play calling. Let's see. Trade deadline is over. That is fair. But there could obviously that makes me feel so stupid, Keith, because duh. Because duh, trade deadline is definitely over. But is there any truth to that rumor, I should say? Is there any truth to that rumor, Keith? You are so right. I feel like a fool for even bringing it up. That's so funny. Okay. All right. Magic Time Machine still open, says Raider Guy? I guess, right? You would need one. The hot tub time machine in this time of year. Ooh, Jando checks in. That's interesting. Jando saying, Bears fan here. Y'all know we're going to lose, right? Ooh, from an actual Bears fan. Interesting. A Bears fan saying, y'all know we're going to lose, right? Do you agree with this man? Over 2,000 votes right now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We've got a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. The Green Bay Packers at the 2-minute warning. It's a single back formation. Motion from Christian Watson on the left-hand side. Under center, taking the snap, looking right, throwing to the right, up in the air, intended for Romeo Doubs, incomplete. It brings up a 2nd and goal. 1:56 here left to go. It's 2nd down and goal. The Chicago Bears red zone defense has been perfect so far in this game. Multiple trips to the red zone here for the Green Bay Packers. No touchdowns scored by either side. Malik Willis 1 for 2 today. And honestly, Chicago really needs to lock in on their ground game defense. Chicago really needs to lock in on the ground game defense. Motion on the field from Christian Watson as he goes to line up in the slot at the bottom of the screen. It is a handoff to Josh Jacobs, who is back in. Jacobs will pick up a yard and takes it for 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. 1:47 left to go. Timeout is called again by the Chicago Bears. Timeout called. 3rd down and goal. Chicago wants the football back. Let's see if Chicago can get points before this half is over. Rumors, says photography. Rumors. Handful of jerseys, says Ray. What was the band in Family Guy? Handful of Peter? Okay, both teams with 1 timeout remaining. It is 3rd down and goal. 1:50 on the clock is when Chicago called the timeout. Break! The Packers line up. Trips to the right-hand side. One man at the top of the screen by himself. It's Romeo Doubs at the top. Willis waits for the snap in the shotgun formation on 3rd and goal from the 4. Willis will take the snap. The 4-man rush comes in. Willis fires to the end zone. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. Incomplete pass. Brings up a 4th down and goal from the 4. And I think Green Bay will bring out the field goal unit to keep this a 1-possession game. So Brandon McManus, another chip shot field goal. This time it'll be for 22 yards. 4th and goal. 22-yarder now coming up for the Green Bay Packers. Packers will line up. McManus lines it up. Takes a step off to the side. There's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is good. The kick is directly down the middle here. And the Green Bay Packers put 3 points on the board. So, I guess we can get excited about points. This game, definitely a big defensive game. Not exactly a home run hitting game tonight. But this game has been close. We can at least say that. We can at least say that at this point it is still anybody's game. And honestly, what's riding on this game right now is so intense. Like, playoff picture getting pushed down to the edge of the bubble is a scary thought. The Bears right now sitting at number 2. A loss to Green Bay would move them all the way down to number 7. And that means in the wild card round, doesn't matter which way you chop it up, we're looking at Bears versus Green Bay to settle this in the postseason right now, which is honestly kind of fun to sit by that, right? You got the Packers and the Bears likely going head-to-head in round 1. This is what the round 1 playoff picture would look like, ladies and gentlemen. So the Seattle Seahawks would get the bye week. They would advance. The Broncos would get the bye week. They would advance. And then we would watch Packers and Bears, 49ers and Eagles, and Rams and Buccaneers. We would also watch the Texans and Patriots go up against the Bills and the Jaguars, and the Chargers versus the Steelers. Once we've got all that shaken out, guys, going to face the lowest seed right here, and we'll see the other two going here. Same thing for the Seahawks. We'll see the lowest seed get plugged in there, and then we'll find out who advances to these two brackets. So, NFL fan from Brazil, what up? What happened to Love, says Two-Way Muir. Jordan Love got hit head-to-head by Brooks and is out on concussion protocol. Black and blue division, says Dan Almos. All right, great information, says Keith. All right, guys, so those are what we're looking at right now. I don't know what Newt is saying right now. The only points they got were 4 field goals. The Bears stopped them from touchdowns. Told y'all, they're just warming up, says Lisa. All right, guys. So I hope that information is of some value to you. This is the rest of the schedule for Week 16, guys. Please do not forget to go sign up to play your Week 16 pick'ems. We will be announcing another winner here on Monday Night Football. And if you guys want a chance at the $100 cash prize, go ahead and sign up and play. And even if you don't get the $100 cash prize, we are going to be raffling off something this week to players who actually sign up and participate and play. So go ahead and click the link in the description down below or check out my website at footballnationusa.com. Here's the link to my website. Here's the kickoff. No return. They're going to start this drive on the 35. It's 1st and 10 coming up for Chicago with 1 timeout remaining, 1:41 on the clock. Let's see how they do. All right, guys, are the Bears going to score on this drive, yes or no? Will the Bears score on this drive? Yes or no? Okay. So 1st and 10 at the Chicago 35. Yes, says Wolfie. 1st and 10 at the Chicago 35. Break. They line up. Caleb Williams, with 1:41 left to go, is in a shotgun formation. Steps up to the line. Steps back into his shotgun. 2 receivers right. 2 receivers left. Here is the snap, and Williams looks to the right. He'll fire. The catch is made on the move. Looks like that's going to be a grab, and I believe that this is Colston Loveland who takes the football to the 49. Hurry up offense. That's good for a Bears first down. They get to the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. Caleb Williams, 1st and 10 from the 49. Packers showing blitz here on this play. They do rush, and they do blitz, and Williams is on the run. He'll wind up and throw. Tell you what, man, Caleb Williams does not do well under duress. He feels the pressure quickly and just throws that thing away. It brings up a 2nd down and 10, but it does stop the clock for Chicago. So 2nd down and 10. Football at the Green Bay 45. They might be able to get some points here. They just need to get a few more yards. They don't need a home run hit, man. They just need to score points on this drive. Shotgun formation. Motion from Zacchaeus as he goes to the bottom of the screen. Olamide, the wideout at the bottom now. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. The 4-man rush comes in. Williams will wind up and throw. Zacchaeus makes the grab. It's a gain of 6. It brings up a 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 after a 6-yard pickup, and they're going to hurry up and get back to the line. So from the 45-yard line, Caleb Williams on 3rd down and 4 feels the blitz coming in again. He'll wind up and fire. No flag for interference here. Komet with a man draped on his back. No flag. Incomplete pass. 4th down coming up. Let's watch that one more time. First of all, clear holding and clear. Javon Bullard, you were all over him, and the officials did not throw a flag. That is bonkers. That was a pretty obvious hold and a pretty obvious DPI. No penalty from the guys on the sidelines. It's a 4th down and 4, and Chicago is going for it. They are showing blitz big time here on the Green Bay side. Komet moves over. Play clock down to 1s. There's the delay of game going to come in, or a timeout going to be called. They are going to take the delay of game. They are going to punt this one. And so, flag on the play. 4th down and 9 from the 50-yard line. Delay of game. Bears go backwards. Scoreless after the first half of this game. It is time to punt this thing again with 51 seconds left to go. From Rhode Island, and a bear down for my guys. Good, better, best. Ronnie Fraud, bear down, brother. Appreciate you, man. Here's the punt. This one goes up, up, and away. It's signaled a fair catch by Romeo Dobbs. At about the 9-yard line, they're going to mark it at the 8. 45 seconds here left to go. It is 1st and 10. My guess is that Green Bay takes a shot upfield. We got a fight out here right now. They are pushing each other around with 45 seconds left to go. The officials breaking this up right here. An actual fight out on the field. Melton trading words right now. Wonder what that was all about. Getting locked up here. Yeah. And then it got heated out of nowhere. Someone grabbed someone's face mask. All of this nonsense, pulling each other here. Hands in the face says cool as a fan. That's exactly what happened. Grabbed onto that face mask and then pushed his face back. So that's what started it all. But we got a 1st and 10 with 45 seconds left to go. They've cleared up the mess. Victory formation here. They're going to take a knee. Interesting choice there. They're going to have to take one more knee. They're going to take 2 knees. You have a timeout. You're not even going to try to score a field goal here? Okay. They're going to take 2 knees, and Chicago's going to get the football to start the second half. I don't know what the idea is right here, but 2 knees are taken and 21 seconds left to go. This is going to take us to halftime, guys. Monsters of the mid-play, says Smoke Burp. Really, what? Can't play trivia now. We sure can. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and stop this. We'll reset our clock. We'll get 13 minutes on the board. We'll punch that in. We'll go into our halftime here. Reset these 2 timeouts. And it's time to do our trivia quiz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for trivia. Let's have some fun. I'm going to ask y'all a series of questions. If this is your first time ever doing this, just do your best and forget the rest. I think you guys will catch on pretty quickly to what's going on here. Let's start with question number 1. Question number 1, what is the name of the Chicago Bears mascot? Full warning, guys, those of y'all who have done the trivia quizzes a lot on this channel, you might see a lot of repeat questions this time. Our question bank is dwindling. Okay, what is the name of the Chicago Bears mascot, guys? Is it Staley the Bear? Is it Barry? Or is it Grizzly Gary? What is the name? A couple of you guys checked in. The name is Staley the Bear, named after one of the owners there for the Chicago Bears, the original owner, I suppose, here for Chicago Bears. Staley the Bear. Not exactly a scary-looking bear. I don't know, dude. That bear is kind of, he's creepy, not scary. Let's move on to question number 2. Who holds the Green Bay Packers franchise record for the most career sacks? The Green Bay Packers franchise record for the most career sacks. Is it Aaron Campman? Is it Clay Matthews? Or is it Reggie White? You guys may or may not know the answer to this one. The most career sacks. Aaron Campman, Clay Matthews, or Reggie White? The answer, Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews holds the Green Bay Packers record with the most sacks in the franchise history. 83.5 sacks for Mr. Matthews. And he's got great hair, so, you know. Next question. Question number 3. Alrighty, folks. Who holds the Bears franchise record for the most career rushing yards in franchise history? Is it David Montgomery, Walter Payton, or Matt Forte? Some names you might remember. Some of these questions may be easier than others. Who holds the Bears franchise record for the most career rushing yards? The answer, obvious for a lot of you guys, is Walter Payton. They literally have an award named after Walter Payton. He picked up 16,726 rushing yards over 190 games from 1975 to 1987. No other player has even come close. Question number 4. How many Super Bowls have the Green Bay Packers won? Is it 2, 3, or 4? How many Super Bowls have the Green Bay Packers won? I'll tell you this. The Green Bay Packers won back-to-back Super Bowls at some point. The Green Bay Packers won back-to-back Super Bowls. Here's another fun fact. They were the first team to ever win back-to-back Super Bowls. That is because they won both Super Bowls 1 and 2. The Green Bay Packers have won 4 Super Bowls. They also won the Super Bowl in 1997 versus the New England Patriots, and then again in 2011 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 4 Super Bowl titles for the green and gold. All right, guys, question number 5. Which of these movies was released in 1986, the same year that the Chicago Bears last won the Super Bowl? Now, is it Ghostbusters, Top Gun, or Back to the Future? And before you get all uppity, I know it was the 1985 season, but the Super Bowl was played in 1986. Which of these movies came out in that year? A, B, or C? The answer: in 1986, Top Gun was released. That is the correct answer there, folks. Just wanted to do something completely random here. You guys have seen this one before as well. Okay, let's move on to the next question here. Question number 6, guys. Question number 6. Which Green Bay Packer holds the franchise record for the longest field goal? Is it Brandon McManus, Mason Crosby, or Lucas Havrisk? Lucas Havrisk. Who has it, guys? My apologies. Brandon McManus, Mason Crosby, or Lucas Havrisk? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But the longest field goal in team history was actually Lucas Havrisk. It's not the most field goals by anybody on the team. It is just the longest field goal ever in Packers history, a 61-yarder that was kicked against the Arizona Cardinals. All right, guys. Okay, what is the nickname of the 1984-85 Chicago Bears defense, which holds the most NFL sacks in a single season? Is it Monsters of the Midway, Terrors of the Turf, or Windy City Wizards? A, B, or C? Where is the kick? Where was it kicked at? It looks like it was kicked. I'll explain that one in a second here, guys. The answer is Monsters of the Midway. It was against Arizona. By the way, that field goal record it happened here in 2025, just so you know. And if you don't know about the Monsters of the Midway, you should remember that name. All right, guys. Which Packers quarterback holds the franchise record for the most career passing yards? The most career passing yards. Is it Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, or Bart Starr? Not in a single season, not in a single game, but the most passing yards ever. It's close. It's close. But the answer is Brett Favre. Brett Favre, 61,655. Aaron Rodgers, 59,000. So 61,000, 59,000. Bart Starr. Gosh, that was so long ago, I actually don't even have the numbers. Okay, question number 9. The Bears. Da Bears, that famous Da Bears catchphrase was popularized by which TV show? Seinfeld, Friends, or Saturday Night Live, guys? Where did the phrase Da Bears come from? A, B, or C? Seinfeld, Friends, or SNL? In case you guys did not know, it actually originated on Saturday Night Live, guys. It actually happened on SNL. And then the other ones ended up picking it up. But yes, it actually was originally a Saturday Night Live skit. Good job, a few of you guys got that right. Okay, final question. Which Green Bay Packers head coach holds the record for the most total wins in franchise history? Is it Curly Lambeau, Mike Holmgren or Vince Lombardi? The most total wins, not the highest win percentage, not the, quote, winning. I don't know how to put that in winning his record. The answer, most total wins right here, guys. Curly Lambeau. Curly. He was the head coach for this team for 25 years, so what do you expect? Anyways. All right, guys. Now, all of that was, 1921 to 1949, he was the coach of that Packers team. All of that was pre-Super Bowl era, so something to consider. You can take that with a grain of salt. If you do factor in the Super Bowl era, Mike McCarthy actually had 135 total wins, and Vince Lombardi had 98. Just so you know, so in the Super Bowl era, for the Green Bay Packers, the coach with the most wins is actually Mike McCarthy. But if you exclude the Super Bowl era, 24 years as the head coach, Curly Lambeau is that guy. All right, guys, I'm going to turn down this. We're going to turn back our normal music. If you have not signed up yet, guys, for the weekly pick'ems, please go ahead and do so. How did you guys do? Tamara got 8 out of 10. We've got Laney with 5 out of 10. Duff saying 5 out of 10, not bad. 98, really? 98. David, I see you. 125, 10 playoffs. Vince Lombardi's 98, and Lambeau's just adjusted totals. Yeah, that's what it says. Okay, 9 today from Fired Up Gaming. Good job, guys. Isaiah says, I won. Congratulations, Isaiah. Congratulations, Isaiah, self-proclaimed winner. I hope you guys enjoyed that trivia quiz. Guys, we just do stuff here on this channel to keep y'all entertained. Obviously, we've still got a little bit of time right now before the second half gets started. Second half, going to get started here in about 2 minutes. I hate the Packers, says me last. LOL, I won, says JD Brown. No, I'm Spartacus. Who here is Spartacus? Who won? Who wants it? I'm unable to view the game. When I'm unable to view the game live, you're a godsend. You are a tier above the rest. Thank you, my friend. Darth Benji, appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Who's new, says Juana. We didn't do the newbies. You're right, Juana. But we did just have a big dip during halftimes. That always happens. So why don't we wait until the third quarter ends, and we will do the newbie check once again. Me, I'm Spartacus. I wonder how many kids watching this are like, Spartacus? Is that like a vegetable? Let's see. Hey, Mario, will you go on a whiskey tour since you did a wine tour recently? Hey, man, I'd love to do a whiskey tour. I think that'd be so much fun to go to a bunch of different distilleries. I think I'd need a designated driver, but that would be fun. Let's see. I like chicken, says Cobweb. Okay, Cobweb. Love the Packers tonight, but 49ers faithful forever. Cardinals, says Isaiah. More trivia, says Double Flow. Double Flow wants some more trivia. Well, I don't have any right now. TV muted, just listening to you, says Ed Cross. Thank you, Ed. Thanks for checking in. Cowboys are out of the playoffs, says, oh, man, you know that's my team there. Maybe you did. D. Linderman. Or Lindemann. Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys are out of the playoffs, man. The Dallas Cowboys are out of the playoffs. I do have to download my new graphic here. I did make the change. Not going to plug it in for this stream because some old things die hard. Rev Green, don't do a distillery tour. Do a dispensary tour. Can you answer the only Bengal to make the Hall of Fame? You know what? I actually had that as one of my trivia questions, and I can't even remember who it was. I don't know, Ted Karras? I don't know. I'm grasping at straws right now. Probably not. I don't even know if he was a Bengal. Let's see. As a Rams fan, I need the Packers. Davey. LOL. Dallas. Boomer. Are you calling me a boomer? I can't be a boomer. Boomer. Oh, you guys saying it is boomer. Anthony Munoz. That makes sense. Anthony Munoz would make sense. LOL. Boomer. Boomer. Ocho Cinco? I don't think it's definitely not Ocho Cinco. I promise you that. Power Stoke Syndicate, welcome to First Downs, my friend. Let's see. Jackson Smith and Jigba or Justin Jefferson next season? Dan, it's a good question, man. Who would I take? Munoz was amazing, says Redder Guy. That's what I'm saying, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it was him. Okay, second half getting started. Let's go ahead and reset our clock. We are going to see the kickoff, and the Bears going to get the football. It is third quarter here. There is the kickoff. Let's start this thing. Here is the kick. Here is the return. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. Dives forward down at the 34. Stops the clock. 1st and 10, Chicago Bears. Let's see if they can get some points in this half. 0 points from Chicago in the first half of this game. 0 points in the first half of Chicago for Chicago. Maroon Commando asking me a question. Maroon, you'll never know, sir. You will never know. Looks like we've got an I formation this time. Cole Kmet is going to step out of the I formation on 1st and 10. It's now a single back formation here. Single back formation. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. From the 34-yard line, here is the snap and a handoff to Swift. DeAndre Swift up the middle he goes. He'll pick up 2 yards. It's a 2nd down and 8. We'll start the clock once again. So a 2nd down and 8. Drago Balboa saying love hurts. Boo Bear. Mario, they should have made that 3-point field goal. I'm with you, man. If they would have just taken the field goal, it would be a 3-point game. 2nd down and 8. It's actually a 2nd down and 9 on my screen. Football at the 36-yard line. Here's the snap. Pressure comes in quickly. Monangai makes the catch. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40. Still on his feet past the 40-yard line. Down at the Green Bay 30. A monster play from the Chicago 36 to the Green Bay 33. Or to the Green Bay 30. Huge play. 1st down, Chicago Bears. Kyle Monangai makes the catch in the flat and tears through that Green Bay defense. Good block on the right-hand side by Cole Kmet. 1st and 10 now at the 30-yard line for Chicago. 1st and 10 at the 30, a toss to the left-hand side. DeAndre Swift goes nowhere here. He will go backwards as he's tripped up, and it'll be a tackle for a loss. Well done by the defense. Nate Hobbs makes the play. It brings up a 2nd down and 13. Well done by this Packers defense to get the stop. So 2nd down and 12, 2nd down and 13 here. Hobbs checks out. And we got a 2nd down. Shotgun. It's actually a pistol formation here. A snap and a drop back. Looking to the right, will wind up and throw. Oh, my goodness. Pass broken up, almost intercepted by Xavier McKinney. This does stop the clock with 13:02. Colston Loveland, the intended receiver. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Brings up a 3rd down. But at least the Chicago Bears are in field goal range. At least the Chicago Bears are in field goal range. Colston Loveland ended up playing more defense on that play than offense. That was almost picked off here. So a 3rd down and 12 from the 32-yard line. This Bears offense is 1 for 4 on 3rd downs today. They need to get that stat up. Looking to the right, throwing to the right. Swift makes the grab. Swift only going to bring the football out to about the 28. So 3rd down and 12 becomes 4th down and 8. And the field goal unit will come out now. So the field goal unit on 4th down and 8. Going to line this thing up. This is going to be a 46-yarder. It is the longest field goal of the game for either side. Chicago Bears lining this up. Not inside the red zone. Cairo Santos, 46 yards away. The wind blowing. You can see the upright swaying about a foot back and forth. Literally swaying. That's crazy. Here's the snap. There is the hold. The kick is up. Wow, that kick bends hard. There it is, guys. 3 points on the board. The Bears will score. Staley the Bear going to come out and celebrate. The field goal is there. The score is 3-6. Bro, if you guys have access to watch this game, the bend on that kick went, and he swung that thing. He bent it like Beckham. The wind definitely carried that football, and you can imagine that from further out, trying to calculate the adjustment for the wind, it'd be next to impossible, man. That is crazy. A perfect calculation, says Juana Love. Perfect calculation, says Juana. Bend it like Beckham, says CMC later. What up, Matt? Appreciate you, brother. I see you out here. Robert Zamora, thank you, sir. You know your quarterback is mediocre when the kicker has more points. Oof. Shots fired. Bang, bang. Like my golf shot, says Cool as a Fan. Honestly, not much of a golfer. Not much of a golfer myself. Jerry, says Brandon. What up, Courtney? I see you. What up? Thanks for checking in. The uprights were rocking. Dude, the uprights were like this, swaying back and forth. It was so weird to watch those moving. My best shift bartending, says Doug. Bartending at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. I took home $1,100 on one shift. It was like a 12-hour shift, but still not a bad day. The Stock Show and Rodeo was different, bro. I was very fortunate to have a foot in the door at the Frontier Club at the Stock Show and Rodeo. That was definitely my best day as a bartender. I've had some pretty good days at the Aztec Theater as well, but nothing like that, man. Pretty crazy. Let's see. Hello from Mexico. ¿Qué onda? We've got Torre Frenos. Torre Frenos. What's up, man? Beer made at 6-3. Reminds me of the Bears against the 49ers. We_tube saying, hey, remember me? We tube? I can't say that I do, but I'm glad that you're here, dude. Appreciate you checking in, man. Thanks for checking in. I see you, WeTube. Fist bumps to you, bro. Thanks for checking back in. How do you get team logos? Says Kai Born Bread. These? Okay, so we are operating in what is known as sugar honey iced tea. You scared me. You scared me. Yes. JT's dad sent me this. Yeah, I'm wearing his dad sent me this tie. I'm wearing this tie. Coach Leonard sent me this tie. All right, guys, here comes the kickoff. Hi, baby boy. All right, guys, let's get this drive going. The Green Bay Packers hanging on to a 3-point lead. Here's baby man. You want to say hi to the people, Sammy? That is a cool tie. The Christmas tie? You want to say hi to the people? Green Bay Packers have the football. They're going to start this drive on the 35-yard line. Let's bring up the drive chart one more time. Okay. Say hi, Sammy. Everybody saying hello to you, little man. That is pretty cool. 1st and 10 coming up, 35-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 35. We've got ourselves a shotgun formation. Jordan Love out for the remainder of this game. Malik Willis standing in the backfield here. I know. 1st and 10. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. Here is a little play action from Willis. He'll wind up and throw. He finds a man upfield. That's good for a first down. Big catch up there. Luke Musgrave going to make a grab for 26 yards. First down. I love you too. First down, Green Bay Packers. And I know you're excited about that. My beautiful wife checking in right now. Here's her hand. Do you want to say hello? Is that, you can barely see that, babe. That's okay. There you go. Rock and roll. Okay, first down picked up. I got a 1st and 10 at the Chicago 39. Huge play from Luke Musgrave on 1st and 10. Oh, he's smiling. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, looks like 2 to the top. Motion from Jaden Reed as he goes to the bottom here. 11.5 left to go. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to the right-hand side, and it looks like Josh Jacobs going to pick up, we'll call it a gain of 3 on first down. It brings up a 2nd down and 7. The football on 2nd down and 7 going to be at the 36-yard line. So we're in Chicago territory. Love you. Okay. Yes. Chicago Bears trying to figure out their defense here. 10:57 left to go. Malik Willis doing actually a pretty decent job right here, although he does only have 5 pass attempts. He's done pretty well with these. Here's a handoff to the left-hand side, and it looks like Romeo Doubs. Is that Doubs? Who gets the carry here? Williams goes to the left-hand side. Savion Williams gets the carry, and Savion Williams checks out. So one play for Savion Williams. It brings up a 3rd down and 1. It's a 6-yard carry for him. 10 minutes and 25 seconds here left to go. And the best team in the NFL at converting 3rd downs is facing another 3rd down right now. Malik Willis under center. The Bears are showing blitz here. Are they going to actually get after the quarterback? On 3rd down and 1, it's a snap and a little play action. They'll wind up and throw. The catch is made. Luke Musgrave, left-hand side. 1st down again. Green Bay Packers. 1st down. And Green Bay makes the grab. It is 1st and 10. Green Bay takes the football out to the 25-yard line. Willis finds Musgrave on the move. Good job by him. Way to get it going. Good grief, says Jack. What up, Jack? Tim saying Jake Paul got put in the hospital. He did. The man had to have his whole teeth, his whole jaw structure rewired here. I saw a photo that was brutal. Here's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Malik Willis going to slip away from a would-be sacker. Going to do it again. A pump fake, a scramble, and an 11-yard gain for Malik Willis. What? 1st down, Green Bay. Dude, what is happening to the Chicago Bears? Are they sleeping on Willis? Do you think that he's just going to be a flat-footed player? The guy's an athlete. He wouldn't be in the NFL if he wasn't. Don't sleep on Willis, man. Willis getting it done. Right now, it's 1st and 10, and this does put us inside of the red zone. 1st and 10 coming up now. Looks like there is an injury for Green Bay. It's going to be Jaden Reed, and Watson actually has his hands on his knees. 9:08 left to go. We go to a quick commercial break. Jaden Reed injured on the play. Surprise, surprise. Jaden Reed injured on the play. Let's see what happens. Jake Paul should fight Clint Eastwood next. Well, we saw what happens when he decided to fight Mike Tyson. We saw what happened when he decided to pick on someone his own size. Actually, he's much bigger than Jake Paul, dude. He absolutely crushed Jake Paul. Pack is just pounding the ground. Trick or treat play, says Arian. Yeah, for real. Bears stuck in a trap, says Zach Connor. What up, Connor? Oof, go Pack, says Roy Williams. All right, guys, where are my Packers fans out here? Packers have the football right now. Jake got paid well, $92 million for losing a fight. I'm not worried about Jake Paul. Where are my Packers fans at? Looking for those right now if we've got any in the chat. Yo, saying Brandon. Yo, says Brandon out in the chat. Jake couldn't stay on. Yeah, Jake kept falling down, man. Ed, I see you, bro. Ed Cross, what's up, dude? $100 million fight? Apparently. I don't know, man. That's what I saw. Holy what, says Smoke Burp. I know. Robert Samora going for the Packers. Nelly dropped the Bulldogs, but I think I know that you were going for the Packers on this one. Go Pack Go, says LaShawn Korb. TV said he will not return. You're saying that Jordan Love will not return? He will not return. Let's see. I guarantee Jake wouldn't step on. Cheesehead in the house. What up, Gator? Joshua knocked out Jake 6 ways to Sunday. That was so bad. Jake got worn out. Jake was playing like, why was he trying to fight someone who's like 40 pounds of muscle heavier than him? Jake Paul is foolish. That's what I was saying yesterday. Like, you have to be really, really dumb, for real, to go up against Anthony Joshua. You have to be really, really dumb, for real, to go up against Anthony Joshua when you're 6 inches shorter and 30 pounds, naturally 30 pounds lighter. Ridiculous. $92 million is why, says Steve. Yeah, fair enough. 1st and 10 14-yard line, Green Bay with the football. We've got a single back out there. It is going to be Josh Jacobs who gets the carry to the right-hand side. He'll be wrapped up and dropped by Johnson on the play. It does bring up a second down. Clock is hot once again, 8:44 left to go, and they are going to lean on the ground game today. It's a 2nd down and 5, the football out to the Chicago 9-yard line. LaFleur keeping the ball on the ground. Willis only had to pass a few times right now. 15 rushing plays and 6 passing plays since the Jordan Love injury for Green Bay. It's 2nd down and 5. From the 9-yard line. Josh Jacobs in the shotgun will take the carry. No, he won't. Malik Willis will keep the ball and run this one himself. It's a 3rd down and 1. Are they going to call that a first down? It should bring up a 1st down and 1. They're going to line up quickly here. No challenge. 3rd down and 1. They are going to quarterback sneak. And on 3rd down and 1, they convert. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10. First and goal. 1st and goal. Green Bay just having their way, huh? Okay, guys. 1st and goal. Green Bay at the 4-yard line. The Chicago Bears in trouble right now. Nobody has scored a touchdown in this game. This could be our first one. 1st and goal. The score is 6-3. The Green Bay Packers hang on to a 3-point lead. Chicago, their defense has been here all night long, and they have yet to concede a touchdown. Can they keep up this pace? Willis from the 4-yard line will hand it off to Jacobs. Jacobs going to get wrapped up. He fights for it. He'll pick up 2 yards maybe. The football comes out. I think the football came out. This could be Chicago ball. Let's see what they say. They're stopping the clock with 6:57. There's a dog pile right now. Who gets the football here? The officials on top of the pile. They're pointing. Waiting for the white hat to call it. Trying to get players out of this pile here. I think Tremaine Edmonds might be on top of it. I think Josh Jacobs just fumbled. And Edmonds absolutely has it. It's a 1st down, Chicago. It's going to be a turnover. 1st down for the Bears. And Chicago gets the football back, forcing a fumble from Josh Jacobs. They strip the ball. Josh Jacobs stood no chance. He was being tackled by 3 defenders. Well done by Edmonds to just sacrifice his body and limbs here at this point. It's a turnover. The Bears get the football. And it's 1st down Chicago. 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears at the 2-yard line. Here we go. Wow. So a booth review coming in. They're going to go to a commercial break. Booth review coming in. They go to a quick commercial break. My guess, definitely going that way. Okay. Guessing Love is going to be out for the game? Yeah, Raiders. Definitely going to be out for the game, dude. Sorry, man. Wowee. 1st and 98 to go, says Cool as a fan. That's true. Let's take a quick look at the analytics for this live stream, guys. Let's find out what's going on with you guys out here in the chat area. Let's see what's going on with you guys out here in the chat area. Go to my analytics on the back end here. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching Football Nation, welcome in. Looks like we got 5,000 people hanging out with us right now. Taking a quick look at this, however, where are we sitting in the likes count? I don't know that I see the likes count right now. Over 1,000 likes, so we did hit our goal already. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Okay, we are on track right now. We are looking good in this game. 6:57 here left to go. It is Saturday Night Football, guys. You're watching Football Nation. I am your host. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys. Robert Zamora saying we are over 1,000. Thanks, guys. That is always the goal for these live streams. Jack saying it's a big game. You both picked the Packers, says Jeremy. I did. Photograph still saying who is new. We'll get there when we have a longer break. A booth review can happen super quick, photography, so we won't do it during a booth review. We're going to do it in between quarters. Why would you like to chance with a backup quarterback, says Doug. Sometimes they do. John saying I hit the like button. Dusty Attic. What's up, Dusty Attic? How you doing, Sellinger family? Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all. I really thank y'all so much, man. I actually just found a place for those cards that y'all sent me. Thank you. The Dusty Attic sent us something earlier this season. Shout out to all the fans on this channel. This tie was something that I opened up today. It was a gift from someone here on Football Nation, from Coach Leonard. And not just that tie. Where'd Christina put my stuff? Oh, it's over there. I got another tie. So I've got ties coming in right now. Thanks, guys. Okay. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. The review means that the review is over. Everything is right. Here's the snap and a handoff. Kyle Monangai breaks through the defense. Monangai gets the carry. He'll pick up 13 yards on 1st down. The Chicago Bears take it from the 2 to the 15-yard line. 1st down, Chicago Bears. 1st down for Chicago. Looks like I need a cough drop. Voice is starting to rattle a little bit here. The game is back, says Corbin. The game is back, my friend. You need a Seahawks green tie, says Dank Bud. Well, it won't work with my green screen. Single back formation, 15-yard line for Chicago, a 1st and 10. Motion on the field, a toss this time. Monangai, again through the teeth of the defense, stays on his feet. He'll pick up about 3 yards on it. It's a 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7. Ricola. That's right, DJ Gene. That is right. Okay, folks, I'm stepping away from the chat. Oops, let's go ahead and move this here real quick. What's going on, John? What's going on, y'all? I appreciate you guys. Look, I know y'all want to interact with me. I want to interact with you too, but we're in the middle of a huge game right now, and we've got a 2nd down and 7. This play going to go backwards as Monangai loses 2 yards. They're going to call it a loss of 1. It brings up a 3rd down and 8. Huge play by Quay Walker. And Quay Walker going to force the Bears into a passing situation. Down by 3, Chicago. Got to figure it out. This team loves to run the football. One of the best rushing teams in the NFL. But the Packers saw that coming. So Williams will wind up and throw. The catch is made by DJ Moore, and DJ Moore not going to pick up enough. This will be a gain of about 5. It brings up a 4th down and 3, and I think Chicago is going to end up having to punt. And that'll be the end of this drive. Looks like Chicago's drive is short-lived. They started on the 2-yard line, made it as far as the 21. So they picked up 19 yards on that drive, and then it stalled out. Ironically, or maybe coincidentally, number 19, Taylor, is here to punt this away. So after 19 yards on that drive, they will punt this away, and it will not be returned. It takes a bounce and stops dead on the 36-yard line. So football down at the 36. It's 1st and 10. Clock is stopped with 4:08. The Green Bay Packers take over after the Chicago Bears punt. It is Packers football. Another commercial break. Okay, guys. Welcome to Football Nation. We are, and I'm going to say this right now. Actually, we're going to wait. We're 3 years into this, man. We're 3 years into this. Let's take a look at the forms coming into this one, guys. The Packers in Week 14 beat the Chicago Bears at home. Then in Week 15, they played the Denver Broncos in Denver and got beat up in that game. The Packers coming off of a loss. They are playing without now Jordan Love and playing without Micah Parsons. So the Packers, Jordan Loveless and Micah Parsonsless, are out here in Week 16 on this Saturday game playing the Chicago Bears. The best case scenario. Do we have any Lions fans in the house? The best case scenario for the Detroit Lions is to watch the Green Bay Packers lose both this game and the game against the Ravens. And honestly, if the Packers lose out, they are at risk of falling out of the playoffs as long as the Detroit Lions can win out. But there's a lot riding on this game. Not for the Detroit Lions, but for these two teams as well. The schedule coming up for the Chicago Bears. Again, Week 14, the Bears took an L against the Green Bay Packers, their first loss in the last 6 games. Then they got the win against the Cleveland Browns last week. This week, of course, the matchup that we're watching right now, with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The score is 6-3. The Green Bay Packers hanging on to a 3-point lead. They have the football, and it will be first down after the punt here. We're in the commercial break after the Chicago Bears punt. Next week, the Bears got the 49ers on Sunday Night Football. I will be covering that game next Sunday, so come back for that one. It will be December 28th, and then Week 18 against the Detroit Lions. That game is TBD. Okay. 1st and 10. Green Bay 36-yard line. You're watching Saturday football here, folks. Saturday football here. Got a handful of these cough drops left from whatever country sent us as well. Lots of gifts this year, man. I feel really loved by the community. Thank you guys so much, man. 1st and 10. Single back formation. Malik Willis under center from his own 36-yard line. He will hand this off, bumping off of a couple defenders. Going forward, Emmanuel Wilson picks up 13 yards. That's good for a first down. First down, Green Bay. Wilson, 7 carries today. You can see the numbers here. Emmanuel Wilson, 7 carries, 50 yards. Has yet to score a touchdown, but my goodness, having himself a day. 7 carries, 50 yards. That's pretty good if I do say so myself. 1st and 10, Malik Willis. We'll hand this off to Jaden Reed, who was, quote, injured earlier, but Reed gets the end around here, and he'll pick up 6 yards on 1st and 10. It brings up a 2nd down and 4. So 2nd and 4, that moves the football from the Green Bay 48 now into Chicago territory. They're at the Chicago 46 now. At the Chicago 46, it's 2nd down and 4. Malik Willis today has completed 3 of 5 for just 37 yards. He's in an empty backfield right now. So a 2nd down and 4. A shotgun formation. Here's the snap. The flags come in immediately. Stop the clock. This will be a false start. It's going to be a false start here. Flag comes in. There it is. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay. 2nd down. So replay 2nd down. It becomes a 2nd down and 9. Looks like we did just pick up someone else here. Welcome to First Downs to whoever just joined. Let's pull this up. Someone just joined First Downs. Looks like it is Michael. Michael, Denver sports fan. Welcome to First Down, dude. Appreciate you, bud. Okay. 2nd down and 9. This does put Green Bay back on their own half of midfield. Motion on the field here. Here is the snap, a little play action, and Malik Willis will step into this one. He'll wind up and fire, bobbles the pass, makes the grab. It looks like Watson is there, and this is good for 10 yards on 2nd down and 9. Again, you do the math. You needed 9, you picked up 10. The result of the play, first down, Green Bay. Malik Willis, man, finding open players. Now, that was dangerous because that was Kevin Byard right there. Could have been an iffy pass, but looks like 2:17-ish here left to go. We'll add a little bit of time. This puts us at the 41-yard line. Malik Willis waits for the snap. He's under center in the single back formation. From the 41, it's a handoff to Emmanuel Wilson again. Another 5-yard pickup, 2nd down and 5. Looks like another super coming in, doing a great job. Go Bears! I see you. I see you, dude. What is that? Psilocybin? Psilocybin Steve. What up, Psilocybin Steve? The Magic Mushroom Man. Psilocybin Steve. What's up, dude? What is that? Cups? Plastic paper cups flying across the field here. I got a 2nd down and 5 at the Chicago 36. Football. Lined up at the right hash here. Motion on the field. This time it's a snap and a handoff to Emmanuel Wilson again. Wilson going to be wrapped up. He breaks the tackle. He's finally brought down by Kevin Byard. It'll be a 3-yard gain. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. The football to the Chicago 33-yard line. Man, that wind is blowing everything across the field. Towels, cups. Are they playing football in a hurricane right now? All the Gatorade cups just tumbling across the field. Looks like tumbleweeds in the Wild West. All these tumbleweeds, napkins, gloves, all kinds of random things flying across the field right now. 3rd down and 2. Shotgun formation. 33-yard line. Willis looks left. Willis airs it out to Romeo Doubs. It's caught! Touchdown! Green Bay Packers! Romeo Doubs with the first touchdown of the day. Finally, we get a tutty. Touchdown, Green Bay! And Malik Willis airs it out. Oh, man, hold the phone. Is there a flag on this play? There's, I think, a flag on this play, guys. Hold the phone here. I had a 3rd down and 2. There's a flag on the play. What is this? So Reed gonna be charged for a taunting penalty? And they're saying that this is going to negate the touchdown. That can't negate the touchdown, can it? I don't think so. Flag on the play. They're calling it taunting on the Green Bay Packers. That should still stand. So here's – it's so funny that it says this. Read this. They literally put this in caps lock. I hate when CBS does this. I was like, a taunting does not cancel the touchdown. The touchdown's going to stand. But this is word for word what CBS has typed up in their weak-ass – on their bum play calling out here on CBS. I was like, a taunting does not nullify a touchdown. You are ridiculous, CBS. Here comes the extra point attempt. Aaliyah saying, Mario, talk to me, man. I got you, Aaliyah. Thanks for checking in. Aaliyah, bienvenidos. Jacob saying, watch your language. You're right, folks. You're right. I'm better than that. Still crazy that they typed that in there saying touchdown nullified. There's the kick. The kick is up. Wow. So what happened here is that Jaden Reed did his little taunting thing where he's like, hey, yo, whatever, taunting, right? Well, they added 15 yards to the extra point attempt is what happened here. So the 15 yards was tacked onto the extra point attempt. That was a super long extra point attempt and almost missed. However, the point attempt was successful. The touchdown has been scored. The Green Bay Packers lead. The score is 13-3. Okay, so craziness just unfolded here. Are the Bears cooked? 33 seconds left to go in the third, and it is a 2-possession game. We've seen this time and time again this season. Fourth quarter, 2-possession leads, most of the time are not going to be like the Seattle Seahawks versus the LA Rams. That was a fluke of a game. I was feeling pretty good about the LA Rams at halftime, and then by the end of the fourth quarter, I was like, what? So, yes. Congrats, says Aaron. We are still looking for 60 more, but we're almost there. So, we just got a kickoff. Excuse me. We have not seen the kickoff. Not just yet. Bear Grylls. More like grilled bears right now. What do you think the Steelers quarterback is going to be next year? Well, why don't we take a look at something here? Because the Pittsburgh Steelers at this moment – let's pull up this draft order here. I haven't pulled this graphic out. Pittsburgh Steelers could be looking at something at the 20th pick. If they drop a couple games, they would be out of the postseason. But that could help elevate them in this standing here. Now, this could be off. A couple of these teams could be off by 1 or 2 slots. I have not updated this particular graphic in the past 3 days, and you know how things change quickly. I think it's been about 4 days since I've changed this graphic, but things change quickly. Still, though, I want to draw your eyes to a couple of things. Right now, the Atlanta Falcons have traded their pick to the LA Rams. We've also got the Indianapolis Colts who traded their pick to the New York Jets, and right now the Green Bay Packers have traded their first-round pick to the Dallas Cowboys for Micah Parsons. If Green Bay loses, this will help them move up the list. The Dallas Cowboys would be eternally grateful for the Green Bay Packers to drop a couple of games. Don't know if that's going to happen, but Pittsburgh is going to need to address the quarterback situation, and Mason Rudolph is not the answer. Something going to have to happen. They're either going to have to make a trade, or maybe Aaron Rodgers comes back for one more. Hey, man, if Phillip Rivers is out there on the field, why wouldn't Aaron Rodgers want to play? Here's the kickoff. The Bears get the football. This is returned. The 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, and down he goes. A flag on the play with 27 seconds left to go. We might see one more play here in the first or in this third quarter. They want Badgent. Holding, receiving team. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. This gets brought out to the 30, so the 10-yard penalty will move them back to the 20. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears after the offensive holding call. Packers have got the momentum, says Dan. Mac Jones. I'm Mac Jones. Don't act like you don't know the name. Okay, folks, 1st and 10. Football at the Chicago 20-yard line. Caleb Williams, all of a sudden today, has kind of stalled out here. Kyle Monangai has done a good job, but honestly, Jordan Love has been out for most of this game, and Caleb Williams has as many pass attempts as Jordan Love does. Shotgun formation from the 20-yard line. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Here is the snap and a handoff to DeAndre Swift from the 20. He keeps the legs moving, goes down at the 24. It's a 4-yard gain. This should end the quarter here with 17 seconds left to go. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 6. And so I will ask you guys, who is new? I am looking for the newbies today. We're going to the 4th quarter. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock. A timeout has, well, we don't need a timeout. This is the end of the 3rd quarter and an extended commercial break. Guys, looking for emojis. Don't just type in I'm new. I'll look for those. But I'm looking for emojis to represent. Alfred, what's going on, man? I see Jeremy saying new this year. What's up, dude? Couple people checked in. It looks like Trendy saying I'm new. Looks like Padan Flores saying me. Stephen York saying, or Stephen York saying me. I see you, Junior, saying let's go Bears. What up, Bears fans? DJ Gene, I know you're not new, but I appreciate you, brother. Isaiah saying I'm an oldie. I'm a newbie and enjoying it. Love it, dude. I love it, MBM. I got Rachel Blue dropping 5 emojis. What up, Rachel Blue? We got straight to the bowl. I see you, brother. Trendy Iguana. Nice name. Trendy Iguana. That's a cool photo, too. Is your iguana wearing Ray-Bans, bro? That's cool. Stephen York, thank you. Raymond, what's going on, man? Got a couple first-timers. Byron, first time on the live chat. What up, Byron? Thanks for checking in, man. Shout out to the first-timers. Raymond, Rowley, what up, Raymond? We got Gary checking in as well. Juana Love, not me, she says. I appreciate that. Nicholas, what up, Nick? I can't stay for legal reasons. I like it. Newish. I do remember that name and laughing at that name. Not laughing at that name, but that name putting a smile on my face. Pink Spade. Roy Williams. Nice try, Roy. Nice try, Roy. Ryan, I see you. Carlos saying me. Dr. Checkmate saying oldie. Pink Spade, I see you. Dune saying about a week ago. Knew about a week ago. Mad Dog with the dab. Mr. Gator, of course, I'm a newbie. Hey, from Instagram, says Zariah. What up, dude? I see you. 810, Grind Made Fizzle. Grind Made Fizzle, what's up? Sean saying first time. What up, dude? We got Billy. We got Gen X. Gen X Bear, what's up, dude? David. Dave, what's up? Desde Mexico. ¿Qué onda, Davi? ¿Qué onda, Davi? I see Nick. Too chill. Nick is too chill. This dude is the GOAT. What's up, dude? I'm new from Oklahoma. Alrighty, folks, as y'all know, I'm not going to get a chance to read all of these comments. These come in pretty quick here, and the commercial break is just about over. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for being here. Regardless of who your team is, whether you're a Packers fan or a Bears fan or a Giants fan or a Lions fan or a Vikings fan, I appreciate you guys giving me some of your time. If you appreciate this service right now, please be sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you have not already done so. Blitz coming in under pressure on 2nd down and 6. DJ Moore gets the grab. That's a catch. That's a first down. First down, DJ Moore. 22-yard pickup for number 2. This moves the football out to the Chicago 46-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now. 1st and 10 to the Chicago 46. After the 22-yard grab by DJ Moore, finally getting some action here in the wide receiver side for this Bears team. Motion on the field from Cole Kmet. This time it's a handoff to DeAndre Swift. Up the middle he goes. He picks up 9 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down and 1. Good gain here. So 14 minutes and 14 seconds. The clock will continue to tick right now. Jeffrey Davis saying Dallas Cowboys. Living like Larry, gifting out a few memberships. Thank you. Marco saying new from Mexico City. ¿Qué onda, mi amigo? Bienvenidos. Del DF. Okay. Single back formation. Motion on the field. From the 45-yard line, Williams will hand this off on 2nd down and 1. DeAndre Swift takes this one from the 45 past the 40. DeAndre Swift will pick up 6 yards on 2nd and 1. That's good for a Chicago Bears first down. First down, Chicago. William, I see you guys. You got a couple of them. YouTube gives me nada, says Roy Williams. Nice, Eric. Okay, y'all, just keep your eyes on the road. Sit back and relax, Eric. Eric Brown, for you and your family, man, I'll be sure to call this the way it needs to be called. I'm stepping away from the chat. It's a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line, and DeAndre Swift will get the carry out to the 31. This will be a 7-yard pickup, maybe an 8-yard gain. They're going to call this 2nd down and 4. So they're calling it a 6-yard pickup. It's a 2nd down and 4, and he's down at the Green Bay 32. Clock is hot. Clock is hot, and the Chicago Bears looking at a 2nd down and 4 from the Green Bay 32-yard line. They are in Packers territory. Single back. Caleb Williams under center. The entire offensive line pretty tight here. Motion from Colston Loveland to the right-hand side. That'll count as a trap play. And the trap play on 2nd down and 3 takes them all the way to the 24-yard line. That's good for a Chicago Bears first down. First down, Chicago. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 24. Bears looking to answer back here. They are at home, and they're trying to protect Soldier Field. Had a pretty good season so far here at home. 1st and 10 coming up for Caleb Williams and Chicago Bears. 5 rushing plays, 1 passing play on this drive. Here comes play number 7. Motion from Olamide Zaccheaus. A play action here. Ooh, Williams, a little pirouette there in the backfield on 1st and 10. Going to flip the hips, going to wind up and throw. It's incomplete. He should have scrambled. Had room to roam there. Would have picked up some yardage. Instead, incomplete pass will stop the clock with 11:48. It does bring up a 2nd down. It is 2nd down and 10 at the Green Bay 24. Trailing by 10 points, the Chicago Bears cannot afford to come off the field empty-handed. Really, the name of the game here is control the football and don't give Green Bay the ball without scoring points. Single back, motion, from the bottom to the top goes DJ Moore. A handoff to the right-hand side, and it looks like stuffed at the line on 2nd and 10, DeAndre Swift will pick up 1, maybe. Looks like a 3rd down and 10. They might credit him for a 1-yard pickup here. I'm going to scroll back up just a hair so you guys can see everything going on. Really, take a look at the list of runners that we've seen by the Green Bay Packers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different ball carriers across the line of scrimmage. I've got a 3rd down and 9. 3rd down. Shotgun. motion. Zacchaeus on the move to the bottom of the screen. Play clock down to 5, and an audible is called quickly here. 3rd down and 9 from the 23-yard line. Williams facing the blitz here. Got to air this out. He is terrified. Why does he do that? What a... Bro, you cannot be a quarterback in the NFL and be that scared of a blitz. A flag coming in. Let's find out what this is. This is going to be intentional grounding, and the intentional grounding foul is going to probably put them outside of field goal range. They're sitting at the 23-yard line. Yup, intentional grounding, Chicago Bears. It's a 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. So this will back them up from the 25 out to the 35. So not out of field goal range technically, but stupid move from Caleb Williams. You cannot be that. You literally would have saved yardage by just being a man, taking the hit, and going down there. Instead, you give up all this yardage here. Could have been a 5-yard loss if you would have just stepped into the pocket. Instead, I got a 4th down and 21. So this puts them at the Green Bay 33. This will be a 51-yard field goal in a hurricane right now. The wind is blowing incredibly hard here. The uprights literally swaying back and forth here. You got to be direct. I've never seen those uprights sway so much. Okay. 10:57. It's a 4th down and 21 from the right hash. To make this a 7-point game, Cairo Santos going to line up an impossible field goal in the wind. These things are swaying back and forth, man. This is crazy, the amount of wind that's happening right now. Waiting for the snap on this 4th down and 21. The kick is up, and the wind going to curl it back in. The kick is up and good, and the Bears put 3 points on the board. The score is 13-6. It is a 7-point game. My gosh. 10:52 left to go. So, Santos earning his paycheck. At least someone scoring points for the Chicago Bears. We'll see how this goes. We are in another commercial break, guys. Shout out to you guys. Welcome back to all the newbies. Welcome to those of you who are here. TCO saying Tank Butt is the best name ever. Packers payback. Take out Caleb, says Big Chalupa. It really begs the question, says Steve. Bears are working my nerves, says Tamara. Bears can't score touchdowns right now. Where's my shoes, says Dune. Bears only score field goals. They've only scored field goals today, guys. Packers, a touchdown and a pair of field goals. Bears, just a pair of field goals. They're missing that touchdown to tie it up right now. Brasilia, Cairo Santos. Thanks for the shout-out. Yeah, dude. Thanks for checking in. He says, thanks for the shout-out. Yeah, dude. Thanks for checking in. Malik Willis is the man, says Dan. Cairo Santos from Brazil, says Alv. From Brazil. Let's see. Let's go Packers, saying Jesse. Where's the touchdown, Bears? All right, man. Almost to 75,000, Courtney. We're almost there. We are almost there. We literally just popped off the confetti a couple months back for the 50,000 mark. 75,000 coming up, and we think that we could potentially hit 100,000 by the end of the NBA season. Can't do it without you guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button. I know it gets old, and I know I say that a lot too, but it means a lot. Thanks, guys. Eric saying don't forget to hit the like button as well. All right, guys. So, Courtney saying totally going to hit 100K by the end of the season. I'm not going to count my eggs. I'm not going to count my chickens before the eggs have hatched, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Who are you a fan of, asks Michael Davenport. Michael, my season is over. My Dallas Cowboys did not get very far. If you check out this channel for Cowboys games, you'll see that I'll be wearing my chain. I wear my Cowboys stuff. I dress not as professional during my Cowboys games. And it kind of just is what it is. All right, guys, 4th down and 20. Not 4th down and 21. Kickoff. Bears just scored a field goal. Here's the kickoff. We get a return. This is going to be brought back to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, whipped down to the ground at about the 37-yard line. Commercial break is over. Let's lock back in. All right, guys, I'm stepping away from the chat once again. Yeah, the silver play button is what we're looking for here. We're about 25,000 subscribers away, but it's been a good year. We picked up at the start of this football season, I think I started with 36,000. So we've already more than doubled it. We've about doubled it since the season started, which is awesome. Thank you, guys. Year 3, baby. Single back formation. 1st and 10 for Green Bay at the 37-yard line. Malik Willis will fake the handoff. He drops back a clean pocket here. He steps out to the side. He's on the run now. Pocket crumbles. He slides. Down he goes at about the 41-yard line. This will bring up a 2nd down. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this is. Is it a late hit on the quarterback? Oh, my gosh. Okay, Willis gave himself up, yes. Brisker gonna commit the foul. You know, that's fair. I think that's fair. It is unnecessary roughness. It's not that rough, but it is definitely unnecessary. So, unnecessary roughness going to be called against the Chicago Bears. They've got to get it together. Ben Johnson's got to get control of his team right now. Ben Johnson got to get control of his team right now. 10:28 left to go. It does bring up a 1st down and moves the Green Bay Packers, most importantly, an additional 15 yards, which means 1st down, Green Bay at the Chicago 44. Here's the snap, and it's going to be an end around, a bit of a jet sweep here. Matthew Golden going to get the carry. He'll pick up 2 yards. It ends up being a 2nd down and 8. 2-yard pickup there for Matthew Golden. 2nd down and 8. Looks like Fitzpatrick was injured on the play. Clock is going to stop, and they're looking immediately at the knee. They're looking immediately at the knee, and they are already thin at tight end. Oof, that's bad. Ladies and gentlemen, commercial break. The Green Bay Packers right now, the offense losing another tight end. They've already lost Tucker Kraft for the season. They've already lost Josh Wiley, and now John Fitzpatrick is down, which means the only tight end remaining for this Green Bay Packers team right now is Luke Musgrave. If this is a serious injury for John Fitzpatrick, the Green Bay Packers are going to have to be looking at the practice squad to see if they can find anyone else. They might even be looking at the free agency list right now this late. Hey, you guys want to come with us and make a deep playoff run? This is your chance right now. Who do we go out and get? Aging NFL, kind of a crazy idea, crazy concept here. So far in this game, guys, if you're playing fantasy football, Caleb Williams today has completed 9 of 16. 129 passing yards, guys, just 5 fantasy points today. Malik Willis has more fantasy points than Caleb Williams today. I'll say that again. Malik Willis has more fantasy points than Caleb Williams today, and Malik Willis came in sometime in the 2nd quarter. So, yeah, it's been a pretty bad game for Caleb Williams. The pressure that the Green Bay Packers defense has been dialing up has been relentless, man. And honestly, I'm surprised we haven't seen Caleb Williams go down. It's because as soon as that blitz comes in, the snap comes, he takes the snap, and just throws this thing away. He gets terrified. I hate watching that from Caleb Williams. I'd like to see him sit there and take the shot if he needs to take the shot, man. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Thank you, guys. I was looking at that number go up. Thank you, guys, so much. We hit 75. We got to 75. The silver play button is on the horizon. All right, guys, I won't bring it up anymore. That's the last time I will bring it up during this live stream. That is super cool to see. The odometer changing there is super cool to see. We're putting miles on this thing. Okay, guys, so we're still in this injury timeout from the Fitzpatrick injury. John Fitzpatrick still down, I guess. He's being carted off the field right now. Oh, no. I don't want to watch this. Do I want to watch this? Honestly, looks like a non-contact injury. The leg just kind of stopped working on him. He went down. So nothing brutal. No gruesome injuries. Still, he's down. Reminded me of the Tucker Kraft injury. Here we go. 2nd down and 8. Single back formation. Malik Willis puts hands to the helmet. Lined up at the 42-yard line. Willis, with the play clock counting down, will take the snap and fake the handoff. 4-man rush coming in. Willis looking right. Willis looking left. Willis is still in trouble. Good offensive line holding here. Willis is on the run. Willis will be just shy of the first down. It's a 3rd down and 1. An extended play. And luckily for him, unlike Tua, he did not get stuck in analysis paralysis. He kept processing what he was seeing here. He had to scramble. He had to improvise. He ends up picking up 7 yards on 2nd down and 8. It brings up a 3rd down and 1. So 3rd and short after the improvisational skills. I think both are appropriate. Improvising on this one. Dontavian Wicks at the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be a simple run up the middle. 3rd down and 1 from the Chicago 35. Emmanuel Wilson goes right up the middle and picks up 3 yards for a Green Bay first down. First down, Green Bay Packers. They are now at the Chicago 32-yard line as they continue to inch closer and closer to a win right now. Down by 7. The Chicago Bears defense needs to get off the field. Can Chicago make a stop? 1st and 10. Willis sends a man in motion. It's Jayden Reed. A safety drops down from coverage on the defensive side, and now the linebackers shift. Everyone shifts to the right. Wilson gets the carry. Actually, it's kind of a mirrored image here. So the defense shifted to the right, but now the play goes to the defense's left. Wilson ends up picking up a handful of yards here, brings up a 2nd down and 6. So the motion that was happening in the backfield here from Jayden Reed forced the Bears to adjust. And as the Bears defense adjusted this way, the Packers offense went that way. They stay on schedule. Football at the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 6 for Green Bay in Bears territory. Matthew Golden is the motion man. They do the same concept again. A man in motion to the left. They run to the right. Wilson picks up 12 yards. First down, Green Bay. How many times are you going to fall for that, Chicago? How many times are you going to fall for that, Ben Johnson? How many times are y'all going to fall for that? If they're running to the left, they're probably going to the right. They keep doing this over and over again. They're running weak zone concepts. I like it, man. It's great football from the Green Bay Packers. LaFleur. Hey, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? We are inside the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Motion from Jayden Reed. It's going to be a toss forward. That will go down as a forward pass, and Reed will be wrapped up after just a 2-yard gain. This will bring up a 2nd down and 8. Chicago backed up to their own 14-yard line. Packers at the Chicago 14. The clock continues ticking. The Packers know that time is of the essence here, and there's plenty of time left. They'd like to take as much time off the clock as possible before scoring points here. They are inside of field goal range, obviously, lined up at the Chicago Bears 14-yard line. And for the record, the clock has stopped with 6:30 because Chicago did call a timeout. So, 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. The Chicago Bears have one less timeout. This timeout is almost over. Break! The Packers will line up. It's 2nd down and 8. They are on the right hash. We've got 3 receivers on the right-hand side. Romeo Doubs by himself at the top of the screen. Taking the snap, Willis will hand this off, and Wilson gains a yard. They said, no siree, not today. 3rd down and 6 coming up. Good stuff right there by the Chicago Bears. 3rd down and 6, football to the Chicago 12-yard line. Emmanuel Wilson brought down by Tremaine Edwards. Actually, it was like a team tackle on that play. But I got a 3rd down and 6. Less than 6 minutes left to go. The Green Bay Packers hanging on to a 7-point lead. Motion on the field from Jaden Reed again. He's getting a workout in. Here's the snap looking that way. Reed makes the catch. It's a wide receiver screen, but Reed gets brought down at the 9-yard line. And on 3rd down and 6, a gain of 3 will not be enough to move the chains. It does bring up a 4th down. And the field goal unit will come out. 4th down. Time for the field goal unit here for the Green Bay Packers. This is Brandon McManus to kick a 28-yarder now. Chip shot field goals all day here for Green Bay. Brandon McManus, another one. He made a 22-yarder, a 26-yarder. This is his longest field goal of the day. It's 28 yards. To make it a 10-point game again, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It's a 2-possession game, and the Packers are just fine in it. The Packers extend their lead to 10. The clock has stopped with 5:03. The Bears looking for a bit of a miracle here. They do need to get a turnover. They need to force something because time is running out on Soldier Field. Okay. So a quick look right now, guys. Again, the next couple of games for Green Bay, they've got the Ravens at Lambeau in Week 17 and the Vikings in Minnesota in Week 18. Those are the next 2 games for Green Bay before we go into the postseason. The next 2 games for Chicago are as follows. Next 2 games for the Chicago Bears, Sunday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Going to be at Chicago for that one. This is the postseason photo right now, guys, but things could be changing quickly here, especially if the Bears lose. If the Bears lose, they lose home field advantage, and this game in the wild card round would happen in Green Bay at Lambeau. Interestingly enough, they would literally just swap positions here. The Bears would be 10-5. They drop to 7. The Packers would be 10-4. They would move up to number 2 because they have less losses than the Eagles. We are going to need another person to come out. We're going to need a 12th man to hold the football here. The Packers just scored a field goal. The Bears going to get the football back. All right, chat, I see y'all out there. Commercial break is just about over. Here's the kickoff. This goes to Chicago, and the Bears return the 5. The 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, wrapped up at the 37-yard line. It's 1st down. 1st and 10 at the Chicago 32 with less than 5 minutes left to go. Chicago looks done, I suppose. Swap, says the outlet. Lions all day. Panthers, says Z-Cam. Oh, dude. I am going to keep my finger on the pulse for that Panthers game, Z-Cam. First of all, welcome back, buddy. Appreciate you being here again. But, yeah, man, that's a huge game, dude. That's a huge game. Shotgun formation. Chicago Bears lining up at the 32-yard line, down by 10. Motion from Colston Loveland, and surveying. Going to wind up and throw to Cole Kmet this time. Kmet will make the catch. It'll be an 11-yard gain. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st down. 1st down, Chicago. They move the football quickly out to the 43. No huddle, hurry up offense. They line up again. Kyle Monangai is the running back on the play. Shotgun formation. Williams takes the snap. 4-man rush coming in. A wind up and a throw. This is going to be jarred loose. Big hit delivered here, and that pass is incomplete. Stops the clock with 4:31. 2nd down and 10. Caleb Williams, a terrible day today. Terrible day today for Caleb Williams. He's completed half of his passes. About half of his passes. 4:31 left to go. It is 2nd down and 10. Football at the Chicago 41-yard line. 43-yard line. Here's the snap. Williams in the pocket will air this out to Zacchaeus. That's a dropped pass. Zacchaeus, you were wide open, bro. Olamide Zacchaeus going to drop a pass. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 10. He was wide open on the in route. Tried to run the dagger. That would have been a first down, man. That play is normally an automatic first down when it's done correctly. I like the play call from Ben Johnson. That's another dropped pass here. Shotgun formation. 3rd down and 10. Here's the snap on 3rd down. The Bears need this. Williams steps up through the pocket. Williams will scramble. He picks up the first. Well done by Caleb Williams. A 10-yard scramble, a first down, Chicago. Dang, Chicago needed that. My goodness, 4:11 left to go. First down. Here's the snap. Flag coming in. Challenge. Challenge it, bro. It's challenge. So LaFleur drops his red challenge flag. And this is going to be under review here. So the Green Bay Packers think that Caleb Williams may have given himself up before picking up the first down. It's supposed to go from the start of where the quarterback gives himself up, not from where the quarterback goes down. So it is possible that LaFleur wins this challenge. Let's watch it once again. He crossed that first down marker. I don't think it's going to stand. I think it's going to be, well, let's see. Watch it one more time. Williams, oh, man, this might bring up a 4th down and 1. We might get a quarterback sneak coming up here. It is going to be a 4th down and 1, guys. Uh-oh. 4th down and inches coming up now. They're lined up for this at the 48-yard line. Caleb Williams will take the snap. He looks to the right, and on 4th down and inches, they're going to go for it. Here is the run. Caleb Williams will keep. It's a first down, Chicago. Okay. It's a first down, Chicago. Okay, shotgun formation here. This time the football at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 receivers at the top. Looking to the left, looking to the right. Caleb Williams on the run. He will throw this away again. Is that going to be a flag for intentional grounding? Caleb Williams. Scaredy cat, bro. He is not a bear. He's a scaredy cat. I hate seeing that, man. You know who else is a scaredy cat? Not so much anymore. But it used to drive me bananas, interestingly enough, and ironically enough, and coincidentally enough, that Aaron Rodgers was the same kind of way. He would rather throw the football away than take a hit. It's part of the reason why he's played into his 40s right now. That mentality has kind of dissipated a little bit. Here's the drop back on 2nd down and 10. A wind up and a throw. The ball is jarred loose. My apologies for showing 2nd down and inches there. It is going to be a 3rd down and 10, incomplete pass. That one intended for DJ Moore. So another 3rd down. Another 3rd down coming up right now after the incomplete. DJ Moore took a big hit at the end of this one. 3rd and 10. Tua, Mario. Tua, says Aaron. Yeah, well, he should be getting rid of the football so that he doesn't end up, in the hospital again with a incredible CTE. 3rd down and 10. There's a flag on the play. Caleb Williams extending this play forever and ever. He will scramble to the left-hand side, but I'm not going to get excited about it because I already know that this is going to be a holding call. So holding against the offense. Caleb Williams' 10, 11-yard run is going to be completely negated. So holding offense. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. Replay. 3rd down. Honestly, I don't know if I really see Drew Dalman. Yeah, right there, I guess. Drew Dalman got beat. Okay, it's a 3rd down and 20, folks. Good luck here. 3rd down and 20 coming up. They line up. Football at the 46-yard line. Chicago Bears on 3rd down and 20. We wait for the snap here. Caleb Williams takes it. He drops. Williams surveys. He scrambles. He gets wrapped up, and he is sacked. The football comes out. I think he's down. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. Ooh, that's a face mask, bro. Caleb Williams got his face mask yoinked right there. This will be a 15-yard penalty against the Green Bay Packers. Personal foul, face mask, defense, a 15-yard penalty, and an automatic Chicago Bears. First down. First down, Chicago, guys. Wow. The Bears get bailed out by a face mask there. It was clear as day, though. Pretty obvious face mask. Caleb Williams got yoinked. Dangerous play, honestly. Dangerous play, honestly. 3:05 left to go. Actually, 3:11 on my clock here left to go. First and 10 from the 31-yard line after the penalty. The Bears back inside of field goal range. They are down by 10. They might as well just take the field goal now. Here's the snap, looking right, throwing right upfield. Incomplete pass. This one intended for Walker. It brings up a second down and 10. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they did this. It's what the Seattle Seahawks did on the Thursday Night Football game when they were trying to come back. They kicked an early field goal and put it up to the defense here. You know, if the Bears, well, the Bears defense has been struggling against the Green Bay Packers. I wouldn't trust this defense either. Had the Bears defense been a little more successful in today's game, might be worth kicking the field goal now, just giving the ball back to Green Bay or kicking an onside kick. That's a risky gamble. Probably not the right move, but it is always an option. Going to get back up after making the catch on second down and 10. This will bring up a third down and 4. So third down and 4, hurry up offense here. Football down at the 25-yard line. That catch was made there by Kyle Monangai for 6 yards. Here's a windup and a throw. The catch made, good for a first down. A flag on the play, though. Oh, no. Colston Loveland made the grab. This one going to be a problem for the Chicago Bears. I think I saw an illegal shift. Illegal shift here against the offense, guys. So this will bring up a repeat of third down. Illegal shift. Offense. Replay. Third down. It's a 5-yard penalty. Third down and 9 coming up after this. Third and 9 at the Green Bay 30 with 2:44 left to go. This drive likely going to end up in a field goal if I had to guess. Here's a third down and 9 play for Williams. He'll wind up and fire. DJ Moore makes the grab back to the 29 or 25-yard line. Back to the 25-yard line. It brings up a fourth down and 4. So I think the field goal unit going to come out anyways. They could have saved a whole minute if they would have just used my strategy. They could have saved a whole minute if they would have just used my strategy. I literally said they could have kicked the field goal over a minute ago. This is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A lot of wasted time here. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounded crazy, but they could have had a lot more time left. Here's the kick. This 43-yard field goal attempt is going to go up and is going to be good for the Chicago Bears. So they will put points on the board, but still could have had more time. This will take us to the 2-minute warning as well. When we get back, we will see the Bears kick off. This could be an onside kick. The Bears only have 2 timeouts remaining. That's why I said kick the field goal now. If they had all 3 timeouts, it would have been a very different situation as well. But the Bears, with a limited number of timeouts, what are you going to do? Bears lose 3 straight. Lions win 3 straight, says Steve. I know, man. No touchdowns for the Chicago Bears. 16-9 is the score. Green Bay Packers 16, Chicago Bears 9. Touchdown needed, not a field goal for the Bears. I know, but they weren't going to score that touchdown anyways. Niners rule, that's facts. Bears only got 2 timeouts. I know, right? That's why they should have kicked the onside. That's why they should have kicked the field goal with 3 minutes left instead of with 2 minutes left, because knowing that the time is against them, we're now at the 2-minute warning. They're going to have to kick off. The Green Bay Packers really only need to pick up a couple first downs, and there's not enough time left for the Chicago Bears. Had they really accepted the fact that time is a factor against them, the 1,000 football IQ move would have been to kick the field goal early and let the Green Bay Packers do their thing so they had more time. They could have used the 2-minute timeouts to their advantage instead of it being where we are right now. That's the only case I'm trying to make on it. So maybe didn't feel safe kicking the field goal from that distance. That's fair. That's a good counter argument to it. That's fair. Just saying. Possible. Possibilities were endless in that moment. Ben Johnson chose poorly. Still in the middle of this 2-minute warning, guys. Bears are horrible tonight, says JD Bowe. Who is going to win the Super Bowl, says Lex Denham. What up, Lex? McGruber call. Kind of, though, right? Go Pack Go, says Pink Spade. How long was the field goal attempt that you wanted them to take? They were at the – this one was at the Green Bay 25. They were lined up at the at that point, they were at the 30. They were at the – hold on, let's take a look at it. I'm actually going to give you the exact number. So they had time left when it was second down – when it was 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 31 with 3:11. Here it is. I highlighted it for you. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 31 after the penalty conversion here. It would have been a 49-yard field goal at that point. They also could have taken it here with 2:48 left to go. When they were at the 25, that would have been better. So they had multiple opportunities to do that. Here's the onside kick. It's going to be, I think the Bears might have recovered the onside kick. Are you kidding me? I think the Bears might have actually recovered this. I think the Bears might have actually recovered this. They did. Right? Right? Bears football? Bears football! First down, Chicago! That is the first onside kick recovery that I have covered on this channel this season. That is the first onside kick successfully recovered on this channel this season. That went to Romeo Doubs. Romeo Doubs got bullied on the kick. The Chicago Bears onside kick recovery. We could end up with overtime, folks. Let's go. 1:56 left to go. The Chicago Bears recover the onside kick. And they have the football at the Green Bay 47. Romeo Doubs down on the ground right now, being helped up. Slow to get up, Romeo Doubs. Luckily got hit on his own side of the field. Doesn't have a long walk to get to his sideline. Wow, the Bears recovered the onside kick. It is a 7-point game. The Chicago Bears looking to tie it up now. Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, my gosh. That is the most – that is – wow. Okay. Can the Bears mount another comeback win here inside of 2 minutes? 2 timeouts remaining. They are actually on their own 47, not the Green Bay 47. The catch is made by Cole Kmet on 1st and 10. It's a 2nd down and 7. Clock is ticking right now. Catch is made at 50-yard line. We are standing at midfield on the 50. Caleb Williams in the shotgun. Hurry up offense, no huddle. 1:35 left to go. Williams takes the snap. The 4-man rush coming in. Williams will find Colston Loveland. A little juke move gets into the 40. 127 here left to go. That's good for a Chicago Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the Green Bay 40-yard line. 1:20 left to go. Chicago, no huddle offense again. Caleb Williams making sure everybody hears what he has to say. Out of the shotgun, here's the snap. Williams from the 40 will wind up and throw. Catch is made here. DeAndre Swift goes forward, takes it to the 31. Call it the 32. It brings up a 2nd down and 2 with 1:04 left to go. The clock has stopped. I think a timeout has been called. Chicago Bears. 2nd down and 2. The Chicago Bears recover an onside kick and now they have found themselves at the Green Bay 32-yard line. Here's the onside kick recovery replay. Romeo Doubs, a beautiful bounce on the kickoff here. Doubs took a big hit as he was hit by two different Bears players. Oof. Oh, yeah, man. And then the Bears got on top of it. Bears got the onside kick. That is insane to me. 1:05 on the clock, guys. The Chicago Bears with one timeout remaining. They trail by 7. A touchdown here would make it a 1-point game. The extra point attempt would tie this thing up. Shotgun, the snap from the 32. Williams airs this out, fires. The catch is made. Down inside the red zone. DJ Moore makes the grab. This time, we move inside the red zone. Catch at the 12. Caleb Williams in the shotgun. The clock is ticking. No timeout going to be called here. 44 seconds left to go. Williams takes the snap, looking left, staring left, will wind up and fire. Catch is made. This time Colston Loveland on 1st and 10 makes the grab. It'll be a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4. Clock stopped. 34 seconds here left to go. Overtime would be better, says Dog Food. Ooh. DJ Moore could have had a play at the back there. That corner route could have been more fruitful. Instead, the catch was made. It's a 2nd down and 4. The football at the Green Bay 6-yard line, and Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears looking to tie things up here. Maybe even go for the extra 2-point conversion to get the win. Shotgun, the snap, looking to the left. Williams will fire upstairs. No good. Incomplete. 3rd down and 4. Olamide Zacchaeus, the intended receiver again. 3rd down and 4 coming up now for the Chicago Bears. They're running out of opportunities. 2 more chances to tie this game up. Just 2 more chances to tie this game up. Olamide Zacchaeus sold on that, bro. That went right through. All he needed to do was put 2 hands up. He would have caught that. 3rd down and 4. From the 6-yard line. Motion from DJ Moore. The snap, and Williams feels the blitz coming in. He'll throw it, and it hits the crossbar. Right here, it's 4th down and 4. Caleb Williams delivering more airmail. It brings up a 4th down and 4. There's no way we're going to get a play without a timeout. There's no way we're going to get a play here without a timeout. 4th down and 4, someone's going to stop the clock. 4th down and 4, someone's going to stop the clock. From the 6-yard line, they are lined up. No timeout being called. Play clock down to 10. Motion, and we're set. Out of the shotgun, Williams takes the snap. The 4-man, the blitz comes in. He fires to the back of the end zone. Wide open! Touchdown, Chicago! This is not a drill. The Bears score a touchdown. Oh my goodness, Ja'Day Walker scores the touchdown. Wow. Let's go. Ja'Day Walker, 1 foot, 2 foot, red foot, blue foot. My goodness, the Chicago Bears with 24 seconds left to go. Here comes the extra point attempt. From the right hash, we are going to get overtime, in my opinion here, folks. Maybe. Green Bay has 3 timeouts left. This could be a walk-off field goal. There's the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. The score is tied up 16 all. We got a game. We got a game. Wow. You guys saying go for 2. I think we're going to get overtime in this one, guys. Oh my gosh. What a game. We might get overtime, but the Packers do still have 3 timeouts remaining. 24 seconds is more than enough time to get into field goal range for Brandon McManus. We could be looking at a walk-off field goal here to plunge the dagger into the hearts of the Chicago Bears faithful. Ja'Day Walker with a huge touchdown there, bro. That is insane. Packers so tired of this, says Brandon. Incredible. Plus 600 says me, myself, and I. Okay. The score is 16-16 with 24 seconds here left to go. We're going to get a kickoff. A return is going to take more time here off the clock. We'll see if LaFleur wants to risk overtime or if he's actually going to go for it. Here's the kickoff when we get a return. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 22, the 25, the 26, the 27. Down he goes. 7 seconds taken off the clock. It is 17 seconds left to go. It's a 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers as they look to win this thing with Malik Willis. 17 seconds left to go. So no one covered him? Ridiculous. Nobody covered him at all, Andy. Linda, please no spam in the chat. I appreciate you. Okay. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation, motion on the field from Musgrave as he goes to the top of the screen. Here comes the 4-man rush. Malik Willis going to get wrapped up. The Bears defense does a great job, and they bring him down. No timeout going to be called. This will take us to the end of regulation, folks. We are going to get overtime. We are going to get overtime for the 2nd time in 3 streams. Let's put 10 minutes on the board. Let's give both teams 2 timeouts. Malik Willis brought down here by Montez Sweat, who gets the sack on the play. Overtime, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to see it here now. What? What? For sure. For sure. Lex saying, yes, this channel is my go-to. What up, Lex Denham? Appreciate you. Appreciate those words, too. The spread scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, guys. No Jordan Love. And Green Bay, without Jordan Love, without Micah Parsons, here comes another coin toss. You got tails, your zebra butts. You got heads, your zebra head. Both teams will get a chance to possess, guys. Both teams, even if a touchdown is scored, both teams will get a chance to possess. You got heads, you got tails. Oops, that tail's upside down. There you go. You got tails. They call heads. It is tails. Looks like the Chicago Bears are going to defer. Yep. So Chicago is going to defer. The Bears won the coin toss. It went up. Oh, it's actually heads. I was hoping that it was tails. But the toss was tails. And so Packers called heads. The Bears win the coin toss. The Bears have elected to defer. The Green Bay Packers will get the football to start this overtime period. And then the Chicago Bears will get the football second here. Let's see. Packers choked, says graduation goated. Maybe. Lions struggling this year. They sure are, John Lewis. Looks like Greek Christian Flint. Greek Chris in Flint. What up, Greek Chris? Greek Chris with the Quagmire. Giggity, 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 goo. What's up, Greek Chris? Yo, the fact that you got Quagmire as your profile picture, I love it, dude. I love that so much, Greek Chris. Let's see. Thank you for calling the game. I got you. Earling D. Is that Earling? Earling, right? That's right. At Earling. What's up? Thanks for checking in. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to go let the wife know that we are going to be going into overtime. Give me 30 seconds. I will be right back. Here are the stats for the game. I'm going to leave you guys at least with some stats to look at. All right, guys, we're back. We are back, and we are about to start overtime. This is going to be good, man. This is going to be good. So, 10 minutes on the board. Both teams have 2 timeouts. In the past, the first team to score a touchdown would automatically win overtime. The NFL has changed the rules for 2025 in the overtime period. Even if the Green Bay Packers score a touchdown, the Chicago Bears will get a chance to return. A kickoff here and a late decision to return. Let's see if it works out. The return gets out to the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. The choice to bring it out, a bad one. 9:51 left to go. Actually, with the new kickoff rules, I don't think he had a choice. Yes, let's go. Thank you. Cheers. And a little bit of vino to end this one. Bears have never led this game. Now they will win in overtime, says Chris. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's do this thing. Thank you for that super chat, Chris. I appreciate it. Okay, 9:51 on the clock. It is getting loud in Chicago right now. It is getting loud in Chicago. I'll toast to that, says Miguel. Single back formation. Green Bay at the 21. Play clock down to 3. Malik Willis takes the snap. He will hand this off, and Emmanuel Wilson brings this football out to the 24-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup and starts the clock. 2nd down and 7 coming up after a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. Am I doing games tomorrow, says Beverly New. I'm doing 3 games tomorrow, Beverly. Come back for more. We'll also have my friend to come help call those games for me, because as you may have heard tonight, my voice cracked a couple times. We're at the end of the season. Santino's going to come in and help me with some of the heavy lifting for tomorrow. We got 3 games in the pipeline. Here's the snap. Here's the drop back. Going to wind up and throw this upfield. The catch is made. Jaden Reed to the 50. Jaden Reed to the 45. Across midfield. 1st down, Green Bay Packers. The Packers pick up a big 1st down here. Malik Willis finds Jaden Reed for 31 yards. For 31 yards. Turnover time, says Rob Berg. The chat doubles as a speed reading course. If the Pack don't score first, Chicago wins, says Mucktube. I think Packers at least going to get to field goal range, Mucktube. But let's see what happens here. So from the 45-yard line, motion on the field. We wait for the snap now. Play clock down to 2. More motion on the field. This time it's Musgrave on the move. It's going to be a bit of a trap play. Wide receiver gets the carry to the right-hand side. It is Williams who will pick up 3 yards. It brings up a 2nd down and 7. Clock ticks. The clock ticks life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look down below. Watch the time flow right out the window. Trying to hold on. You didn't even know. Just to watch you go. Oh, man. One of these teams will try so hard and get so far, but in the end, it won't even matter. 2nd down and 7. Football at the Chicago 42-yard line. The Green Bay Packers in Bears territory. In Chicago territory, 2nd down and 7. The snap. Willis will find a man upfield. The catch is made. This time it's Dontavian Wicks who makes the grab. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Okay. 3rd down and 1. 7 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Everybody in the huddle. Everybody in the huddle. Malik Willis, break! Will break the huddle. Emmanuel Wilson getting a ton of carries in this one. We got a receiver to the left, a couple to the right. Motion on the field this time. And we wait for the snap. Looks like Melton is the motion man. 00 on the clock. Is there a timeout going to be called here? It is. 6:58 before delay of game. The timeout was called. It's a 3rd down and 1. Timeout called by Green Bay. Okay, guys, do y'all know where we're at right now? I think it's time to put on the other music here. Do you know where we are right now? It's a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down. That means they need to convert this thing. They're at the Chicago 36. The Green Bay Packers with the football. It's just 1 measly little yard that they need, but this Bears defense has been improving as the game has gone on. 3rd down and 1. At the edge of field goal range right here, a 35, 36-yard line. If they had to kick a field goal from here in this wind, could be a wobbly one. But here we go. Single back formation on 3rd down and 1. The Bears looking to make a huge stop now. The snap, and Willis will keep. Willis going to scramble. Willis gets brought down. It's going to be no gain. It's a 4th down coming up now. Great stop here by the Chicago Bears defense. 4th down and 1 at the Chicago 36 in overtime. Do you go for it or not? Do you go or no? Do you go or no? The Bears defense making a huge stop. Tremaine Edwards back into the mix, and they will line up. It is a 4th down and 1 for the Chicago Bears. Excuse me, for the Green Bay Packers. Motion from Bo Melton. He muffs the snap. The snap goes nowhere. It's a bad snap, and the Chicago Bears take over. 1st down, Chicago. Oh, my goodness, a bad snap. The football is immediately on the ground, and Soldier Field is electric right now. Soldier Field electric right now. Wow. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chicago Bears as they take over here. What do? You probably keep this one on the ground, I suppose. Now, if both teams come up empty-handed, then it's the next team to score that will win. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chicago Bears. They're lined up on the 36-yard line. Caleb Williams under center, a single back formation, 2 on the left-hand side. Play clock down to 10. Motion from Olamide Zacchaeus. Here's the drop back, and Williams going to survey. He's in trouble. The pressure coming in, flips the hips, winds up and throws. Passing complete, 6:02 left to go. 2nd down and 10. 6:02, 2nd down and 10. Okay. Clock stopped after the incomplete. Waiting for the action here. Don't know how this happened, but hey. Next score wins, guys. Regardless of what happens, at this point, the Packers have had a chance to possess. Next score wins. So if the Bears score a field goal, it's over. If the Packers score a field goal, it's over. Here's the snap and a handoff. DeAndre Swift gets the carry, moves this one on 2nd down and 10. He should be down by contact here. They're saying, the Packers saying, what? I think the Packers got the football back. I think they forced a fumble. I didn't see a beanbag, but they are celebrating right now. I think DeAndre Swift might have had that football plucked out from his hands. Swift went down. He's down by contact. What are you guys talking about? He is so down by contact. Why would you guys even play like that? These officials are stupid. Down by contact. The officials initially said it's Packers ball. That's not going to the Packers. This will be a 3rd down and 3, guys. The officials made the wrong call on the field. We are lined up here on 3rd down and 3. The Bears get back on the football. Cole Kmet in motion. It's a handoff to Kyle Monangai. Monangai rips through the middle here, down at the 46-yard line. Across midfield, Kyle Monangai picks up 11 yards. 1st down, Chicago Bears. It's a 1st and 10. Bears fans, bear down or what? Bears fans, where y'all at? Next score wins. 1st and 10. Right now they line up at the Green Bay 46. 5 minutes left to go in this overtime period. Williams points to the defense. They're in an I formation here. Kmet to the top of the screen. The snap. The play action. Williams drops back. Williams airs this out. A deep shot all the way to the end zone. That's caught. Touchdown, DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. They will win this game. Touchdown, Chicago. Wow, they will win in overtime. DJ Moore, if you can read lips, just dropped a big F yeah. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. Wow. The Bears win the game in overtime. Bears fans, thank you guys so much for watching. Packers fans, those of you guys who came over from the Grassi Posse, thank you guys for watching. What a game. Final score 22-16. Incredible. Bro, that was just, what a catch from DJ Moore too. Oh, that was a DPI without a doubt. DJ Moore underneath that one. That's a catch. That's a touchdown, bro. Insane. 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 Congratulations to the Bears fans. Sorry about your loss, Packers fans. The Bears stay on the top of this division right now. But they're not done yet, guys. Huge win for Chicago. 5 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown for DJ Moore. Crazy, man. Good game, Bears. But our season isn't over. If you didn't dirty hit and concuss our quarterback, this was our game. Not going to touch that one, but you are not wrong there, Growing MJ. What games are you doing tomorrow? Asked Beverly. Beverly, I got 3 games tomorrow. 3 games tomorrow, Beverly. It's going to start off with my Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys have been eliminated from playoff contention, so this game is kind of a throwaway game. And honestly, I've committed to the Dallas Cowboys at this point. I'm covering this one for my Cowboys fan base and for the Chargers fan base. But I'll let you in on a little secret. I would much rather be covering this Buccaneers versus Panthers game. And yes, I am my own boss, so if I said to hell with it and I just changed the game and decided to do this one, I could totally do that. But hey, we're going to stick to our commitment here and cover the Cowboys while we can. That'll be the first game. The next game will be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. And then the final game of the day is going to be our Patriots versus the Ravens. I think Santino's probably going to come over earlier tomorrow. We're going to try to do some duo streams right here. We'll see how this one goes. We'll see how it ends up. But, you know, it'll just be nice to have a change of pace right here. Anyways, incredible, guys. Ain't no love tonight, says Banger Wave. Did I not say hi to you? What up, Banger Wave? It's been a long stream, bro, and I was forcing myself to stay away from the chat on purpose. So it was a nail biter. Honestly, the game started off terrible. We had no touchdowns in the first half. This was one of the worst football games that we had covered in the first half, at least from an offensive standpoint. Turned out to be a really good one at the end of it when it was all said and done. Okay, guys, that's all the time I have for y'all. I'm going to go downstairs and hang out with my family. Now, if you have not signed up for the weekly pick'ems, this is the last time you guys will have a chance, man. You'll have until the end of pregame. You'll have until the end of pregame. Here's the link to footballnationusa.com. All you got to do is navigate on your phones or on your tablets or on wherever you're doing, guys. Click the 3 lines that are there. Navigate to the pick'ems tab. You know what? I'll make your life easy. I'll just drop the link for the actual pick'ems tab here. This is going to take you directly to the pick'ems, guys. So if you want to sign up for the $100 cash prize, it is right there. Okay, guys, that's it. It's been an absolute pleasure. Congratulations again to the Bears fans. 22-16 Chicago over Green Bay. Well done. I will be live tomorrow for not 1, not 2, but 3 games. My name is Mario Manuel. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, guys.